Uno por el sample, dos por el scratch, tres por los beats que no producen
All right.
Well.
Wow. What's your intro, Stephen?
I don't have. You have the intro, man. You got the intro
Really?
today. Oh no. Live from
Introduce the podcast. Huh?
live from Sydney's house, Sydney's living room. Actually, this is the Better Picture Podcast, episode 3. What do we do, Sydney? What is this podcast?
What is it about?
You tell me, man.
Last 2 episodes, I introduced it without a script. That's your turn, bitch.
Oh God, you're really fucking putting me on the spot. All right. Yeah, you got me, man. I don't know what this podcast is.
Oh my God, he failed the test. Okay, I actually wrote an intro this time. Okay, cat on my lap.
So fucking cute.
Yeah. Here's my intro, Stephen.
Okay.
This is the first time you're hearing this.
Mm-hmm.
Because I wrote this last night.
Right. Thank you for writing one, by the way.
Fuck you. Oscar bait, Oscar ballots, Oscar parties, Oscar night. It's Hollywood's biggest, but as often as the Academy gets it right, they fuck up. Shakespeare in Love over Saving Private Ryan, Crash over Brokeback, and what is Green Book? That's why we're going through the Oscars eligibility lists, movie by movie, year by year, and finding out what truly is the better picture. I'm Sidney.
Oh, I'm Steven.
Yeah, that's Steven.
Okay, that was good.
Thank you. And this episode, what movies are we talking about, Steven?
We're talking about The Sisters Brothers. We're talking about Amazing Grace.
Yes.
And A Quiet Place.
Yeah, we didn't fuck up the movie titles.
Oh yeah, we fucked them all up last time.
Oh yeah.
That was yeah. Did you cut that?
No.
Okay.
No, fuck no. I didn't cut out my terrible Jack Nicholson impression.
It was great. It was good.
It was terrible. Why'd you let me say? Why'd you let me do the impression?
I made you do the impression.
Yeah, you absolute. Listen back to the episode, okay?
Okay.
I edited that son of a bitch.
I think it's just worse when you listen to your own voice.
I sound nothing like Jack Nicholson. Man,
it was pretty good.
it was terrible.
You can make it up with your Aretha Franklin this episode.
Fuck no. Oh my God. Stop making me do this shit, okay?
Alright, my bad.
Okay.
Anyways.
What's our first movie?
Our first movie will
Okay,
be
right,
The
right.
Sisters Brothers.
Right. I will introduce this one because
Yes.
I suggested this one. This is my...
No, you did not.
Oh,
This
no.
is the wheel pick.
This is the wheel pick.
You picked Amazing Grace.
I did. God damn it.
For some reason.
Well, because I wanted to get into documentaries.
I guess.
All right. Sisters Brothers.
Yes.
Who's introducing this then?
You introduce it.
Okay. Well, first off, Sisters Brothers. It is a 2018 movie. We should have mentioned that earlier. We're doing
The year
the
2018.
year 2018,
Alright.
the year of Green Book.
Mm-hmm.
Sisters Brothers. What a terrible intro.
Don't say that.
No, that was actually pretty good.
It was good.
The Sisters Brothers is produced by Pascal Cauchetou, Michael DeLuca, Alison Dickey, Michael Merkt, John C. Reilly, and Grégoire Sorla. Directed by Jacques Audiard.
Audiard?
Jacques Audiard.
Audiard. Okay.
Audiard.
Okay.
Because D is silent in
Right.
French.
Okay.
It's the stupid
A lot of
word.
French people.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
this is Jacques Audiard's first English language
Yes.
film.
Yeah.
His follow-up to his Palme d'Or winning Deepan. Have you seen any Audiard movies?
No.
Neither have I.
Yeah. I was not too familiar with him. I knew this was his first English movie.
Mm-hmm.
And I know he doesn't speak English.
He speaks English. I watched a few interviews.
You watched a few interviews?
I assume he had like some interpreter.
Yeah.
Between.
So I actually watched like one of the TIFF premiere Q&As.
Mm-hmm.
And it had like the whole cast there. Oh god, I was waiting to get into this, man. This like specific video, but it was like the TIFF Q&A premiere, and it had like obviously the cast and the director, right? But the thing was he only spoke in French. He did have an interpreter, of course.
Oh, okay.
But he only spoke in French.
I swear I watched an interview where he spoke in English.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
He had an interpreter for that. So I'm like, it's very interesting. I don't think he speaks English or very much English at all, which does bring into a debate we've had before. Can a foreign director direct like another movie in a different language?
I guess.
And you said no. We were talking about like, what was it, Perfect Days?
Oh yeah, we must have been, because that came out recently.
Yeah.
It's a great movie.
And I was like,
A German director.
Wim Wenders, he doesn't
Japanese.
I don't think he speaks Japanese.
I'm assuming he
I
does.
Fucking highly doubt it for some reason.
Yeah, for some reason, indeed.
Well, like cases like these, I don't know.
This is.
I don't think you have to know the language specifically to direct a film.
I think American movies are different. Like they get a lot of. Like, Hollywood movies get a lot of directors from other countries, like Bong Joon-ho and Park Chan-wook have done
Right.
English language movies without fully speaking the language.
I guess that's true, yeah.
Because, like, America is, like, pretty much the center of movies.
Okay. So you think it's easier to go to English than another language?
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, it's easier to get a like French or Korean or German director on an American English language film.
Okay.
So I think Wim Wenders actually just wanted to do a Japanese movie.
I don't think he speaks the language. I haven't looked into it, but
he wrote the script, man.
hey, man, fucking Jocks has a credit for the script on this one.
Among another guy.
Yeah.
Thomas Bidegain?
Yeah.
Bidegain? I don't know.
Another Frenchman, I assume.
I think he's also like a writing partner. I think they speak some English.
Okay.
It's a very like we should get onto the movie. The movie is very like very very into American culture.
Oh, yeah.
It's his first American movie, and of course it's like a Western.
Yeah, very American.
It's a Western starring John C. Reilly and Joaquin Phoenix as the Sisters Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
Sisters by name, brothers by
Birth.
That's the tagline. Thank you.
It also stars...
Pointing to me.
Yes.
Like
Jake Gyllenhaal
I
and
know.
Riz Ahmed.
And yes.
Yes. A very stacked cast, if I say so myself.
And the final film, not the final
Right.
film released during his life.
Yeah.
Of Rutger Hauer.
Yeah.
The Dutch actor.
It's very sad.
Yeah.
I think the saddest thing is he plays a dead man in this. He's in
Yeah.
it for one scene, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, only in the end, and he plays a dead man.
He didn't have a scene beforehand that I just forgot?
No. Do
Oh
you
my
remember a
God.
scene beforehand? No, he plays
No.
a body.
I assumed I just forgot it.
No. I think it kind of like skips it over first because it opens in his office, but then it's more like them leaving the office, right?
Okay. Maybe he was just cut from it.
Yeah, probably.
He showed up for a day.
He showed up in a coffin. That's kind of fucked up, actually, sounding.
It absolutely is fucked
Are you sure it was before his death?
Just had Rutger Hauer's decaying corpse
Yeah.
on set.
I do love that scene at the end. That's like John C. Reilly punches his fucking corpse and he's like, I'm just making sure. Because like, that was my immediate thought. I'm like, yeah, if this guy knows you're coming after him, what is one of the smartest things you can do? Just play fucking dead. So I'm like, John C. Reilly, I would have done the same exact thing. Anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, thoughts on the movie?
Well, I remember seeing the trailer when the trailer first dropped, and trailer's very misleading.
Oh yeah. It presents itself as a comedy.
Like an action comedy, basically.
Right?
And it's
I thought that was so weird.
Sort of that. Then I started hearing, like, it's very somber. It's a very somber, like, depressing-ish drama. Not depressing, I would say, but, like...
Okay.
It's dark. It's a dark drama.
I would definitely use the word somber.
It's a somber
in terms of its tone, yeah.
Drama, comedy-ish.
Barely.
It's funny-ish. It's.
I think it has its, like, I don't know, maybe more in the characters, but I would not consider it a comedy.
I think I would,
Okay.
but more of a drama.
Oh yeah.
It's a Western dramedy.
Sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's exactly what it is. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
It's a movie called The Sisters Brothers. It has to be a little bit funny. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Sisters by name, brothers by birth.
Hell yeah.
Or is it brothers by birth, sisters by name?
I assume it'd be sisters by name because it's sisters brothers. Why would they go back?
I don't know. Well, sisters by name is like the punchline. It's like a joke, ends with the punchline. Jokes usually end with a punchline.
It's another joke that doesn't hit.
Really? Go on.
No.
Elaborate.
I just didn't think it was... Okay, I want to consider it a comedy. That's all. And especially the way the trailer presents it, like with like its editing and its timing.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, yeah, I don't know. I did not know what to expect going into, I guess, this. But I've been meaning to watch it for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think I liked it as much as I hoped I would.
Oh, okay.
I don't know about you.
You go on.
Okay, because I don't think it was like really hitting for me, especially in the first half. By the end, it grew on me a bit, and I do think it is definitely a pretty good movie. But yeah, I don't know. I may have a stupid take here.
What's your stupid take?
I think the cast is too stacked.
It's 4 people.
I know, but it's like 4 very famous fucking... I don't know.
Don't you like Wes Anderson movies? You're like a guy that likes Wes Anderson movies.
Okay, yeah, no, sure. Yeah, I'm not saying ensemble casts can't work. I just don't know if this one worked as much for me. Like, it's hard... This is gonna sound stupid again.
It is sounding stupid, yeah.
I think it's hard separating, especially in this movie, that it's like just not Joaquin Phoenix and John C. Reilly and Jake Gyllenhaal and Riz Ahmed. I don't know.
I didn't find that at all.
Really?
I think they're actors and they played characters.
As they would. I told you it was a stupid take. I just found it like... I just couldn't get into it right away, I guess. I told you it was a fucking stupid reason. This may have nothing to do with the movie at all.
Why else did you not like the movie? As much as you thought you would.
I do think once, like, they all came together, the dynamics worked a lot better, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, okay.
When they're, like, off on their own, both of them, like, the 2 pairs, that's when I was, like, not so much into it, but then they come together, and they work better. I think that's when the ensemble hits more, and the dynamics between the character, Joaquin's character is very much like Gyllenhaal's, but there's a lot of conflict between them, and then you can see, you know, John C. Reilly's character and Riz Ahmed's character, kind of the similarities between them.
Mm.
And I think that's better. You know what I mean? I think that was good, and that's when it came together. I really fucking... I like the tonal shifts at the end and where it went with it.
Yeah.
Again, even from the start, it was like very somber and kind of like mellow. But that fucking ending is so fucking good,
Yeah.
right?
What ending are you talking about?
What do you mean what? Oh, I guess there's like
the very ending?
I was talking about, well, I guess both. But I was talking
Yeah.
about like the very ending, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
What did you think, Cindy?
You didn't like it as much as you thought you would.
You liked it more.
I really liked it.
Okay.
I really like this movie.
Oh shit!
It's really good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I told you my. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead, man.
You know what? Negative comments out of the way first.
Yeah.
The writing for this movie is very, very. What's the word? Poofy.
Okay.
It's very like old fashioned. It's very witty, is what I should have said.
Okay.
It's not
Yeah.
poofy. What the hell was I talking about? Poofy?
I think
It's a witty dialogue.
I do think it's very witty in its writing, but that doesn't necessarily make it a comedy for me.
Yeah. I see where you're
Overall,
coming from.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm trying to say.
It
It is a very witty movie.
I completely agree
Yes.
with you. Yeah.
But it's too fucking depressing to be a comedy.
I think comedies can be
I
depressing.
think
okay?
comedies can be depressing too, but not like this. I don't know. Continue.
I think it. I just think it's funny, and then it gets depressing, and then it's kind of funny again.
Yeah? Okay.
You know?
It's very back and forth, but okay.
Yeah. It's got a lot of really funny
I guess
moments.
it's
is what I'm
dramedy.
saying.
Okay.
Got some funny situations.
You can't market this shit as an action comedy, though.
They sure tried.
They sure tried. I don't think they should have. Okay, continue. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so I have two negative comments about this.
Okay.
Sometimes the writing gets too witty for its own good, I thought.
I think so too, yeah.
Yeah?
I definitely think so.
Yeah, sometimes it kind of ruined the performances a little, I thought.
Really?
Like the performances seemed kind of stilted reading the dialogue.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't pick out any specific examples because I
Sure.
didn't write them down. But I do think that sometimes happened. My other negative comment, and I hate starting with the negatives because now it seems like I didn't like the movie.
No.
When I did, I really
Yeah.
did.
Uh-huh.
But my other flaw with the movie was the very ending.
Really?
Maybe we should kind of do a little synopsis because
Yeah.
this isn't a movie that has remained in the public consciousness.
Oh, no.
No, it hasn't.
No.
So this is about the sisters brothers, Eli sisters, who is John C. Reilly, and Charlie sisters, who is Joaquin Phoenix.
Yep.
They're on a bounty to kill. They're bounty hunters in the Old West. This is the end of the Old West in a way. Like the second industrial revolution is on its way.
Yeah.
They're using toothbrushes.
Yeah.
They're flushing toilets.
Uh-huh.
Or John C. Reilly is, and he's getting really excited about it. And they have a job to kill Riz Ahmed, who is a scientist who has discovered a formula that...
It's a prospector, yeah.
He's a prospector scientist that
yeah.
has found a formula that he can use to discover golds in rivers. This is during the gold rush, we should have said. Yeah. And Jake Gyllenhaal is a man named... He's got a name they say a lot. I forget his name now. But you saw it more recently than I did.
Do you remember Riz Ahmed's name? It was like Wells?
Wells? I think it is.
Yeah,
isn't
right?
it?
Fuck, they had a company name together. Anyways, yeah.
Anyways,
Uh-huh.
Jake Gyllenhaal, his character is supposed to capture Wells and bring him to the Sisters Brothers so they can kill him for money.
Right, John Morris.
John Morris.
Yes.
Is Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yes.
Yes, I remember now.
Yep. Okay.
Eli sisters, Charlie sisters, John Morris, and Wells.
Yeah, he has a first name.
He has a first name.
Well,
but we can't remember it.
Well...
You funny guy, man.
Terrible. Alright. Yeah.
And this John C. Reilly, or Eli, has a lot of thoughts about retiring life as a bounty hunter because he thinks it'll kill him.
Oh, I wonder why.
Yeah. But, I mixed them up again. Charlie
Charlie's Joaquin.
Charlie is Joaquin. Eli is... Oh my god.
I know, character names are... Sometimes I just gotta resort to calling them by the actor's name.
I know. That's what I usually do.
I know. No. You got this. You're doing so good.
Yeah, I remembered their names, and I want to use this.
Yeah.
Charlie is very into the bounty hunter life. Mm-hmm. He wants to continue for however long. He doesn't want to quit now.
No, he's very hard and stoic.
Right.
Compared...
Well, I don't know about stoic, but...
Oh, yeah. Maybe not stoic.
Eli's more stoic. Yeah. Charlie's more
he's the
wild card.
Yeah. He's the Charlie.
He's the
Charlie. Yeah. And yeah, and Eli is very, like, soft. I don't want to use the word feminine, but he does feel a lot more compared to...
He's more sensitive, I think.
Definitely sensitive.
Is what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A bit feminine, yeah. Especially in, like, those days, I think. And, like, the whole cowboy thing.
Yeah.
You know. And I think that's... Yeah. Yeah. But, yeah, no, I do really like their dynamic.
Mm-hmm.
I think going back to what I was saying, I think it was Joaquin's... I don't know. Joaquin, I had a hard time, like, separating him from his character.
I can kind of see that.
Yeah.
I have a bit to say about Joaquin Phoenix as an actor.
Yeah.
But I'll save that for later.
Yeah, that's good, because...
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, you can continue. Sorry.
So, they all meet near the halfway point of the movie.
Yeah.
And John Morris has had a change of heart by this point. He has started becoming very good friends with Wells.
Mm.
And they have elected to start a company together. Wells and Morris. Morris and Wells.
Yeah.
Something like that,
Uh-huh.
I think. And they try to kill the sisters' brothers.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't work. They become friends instead. Basically.
Uh-huh.
It works. It works in the movie really well.
It does, yeah.
They start using Wells's formula in the local river. They find a lot of gold, but the formula is very, very radioactive.
Yo, yeah. God.
Charlie sisters. Joaquin gets very greedy.
Mm-hmm.
Tries to pour the whole goddamn barrel in the river.
He sees it disappearing.
It starts wearing off, disappearing.
Like a fucking moron. Yeah, he pours the whole thing in.
Yeah.
Burns his hands.
John Morris and Wells are in the river. They die.
Yeah, they run toward trying to stop him, and they just, like, fully fall into the river.
Yeah,
which,
their
like,
entire body...
Their entire bodies, right?
Become, like...
Just, like, burned up.
Burnt up.
And...
They die.
Yeah.
Wells dies from the injuries. John Morris shoots himself in the head.
Which I do think it's interesting, because Charlie gives him the gun. They do have the bounty... Which is a great moment, because they have that bounty set to now kill John Morris and Wells, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they become friends, but in the end, they still end up killing them.
Yeah.
Which I think is a very interesting turn of events.
Yeah.
Like, he literally hands him the gun to kill himself.
Yeah.
It is such a fucking great moment. Very devastating. I will say...
It ends they have a nice dynamic beforehand.
Yeah, they really do.
They kind of, like, hate each other.
Yeah, they really do hate each other, but, like, again, I do think they're very similar in a lot of ways.
And so they grow
in some ways, at least.
They grow to love each other in the end, in a sort of way.
In a sort of way.
Charlie helps to put him out of his misery.
Yeah.
And Charlie loses an arm.
Oh, yeah.
And so he is forced out of the bounty hunting business.
Yeah, but they're still on the run, of course.
Yeah.
Because they've kind of like left all that. Now they're just running away. Now they have the bounty on them.
Yeah.
Right.
And this is where it sort of loses me. After this is very dark and somber, and it's a nice ending, I think. Very, like, bittersweet in a way.
Right, so the ending is like...
Very, very bitter. Emphasis on bitter, but bittersweet.
Yeah, so the ending is like one of the other bounty hunters, Rex, and his like crew come, right? They find the sisters' brothers, and they're like, this is the end of the line.
And
Obviously,
Eli kills them all.
Eli
He is a
fucking
monster.
kills them all. I think, yeah, he's
John
so
C.
sensitive.
Reilly.
But
That is John C. Reilly.
Yes. He's sensitive, but he's a fucking badass.
The sisters' brothers are great at their job.
They're so good. Yeah,
Yeah.
And it makes me feel so bad for Eli's character.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, this is a man who doesn't want to do these things, but he's kind of forced to, and he's so good
really
at it.
good at it.
And that's kind of like the sad part,
Yeah.
right?
And I think John C. Reilly plays that really well.
I do think so too. Again, man, maybe this movie's growing on me a bit. I think it was just like rough at first, like some like weird expectations.
I think it is a very slow burn.
That's fine with me.
Yeah. And
That's
for me as well, it has sort of grown on me
Uh-huh.
since I finished it.
This is
I'm glad talking about this can
you know what?
yeah,
Yeah, anyways, so going back to the ending, right?
the very ending.
He kills Rex and his crew, and now they're going back to kill the commissioner, right? And they find out he's just fucking dead.
Rutger Hauer is
Rutger
laying
Hauer, yeah.
in a coffin.
And they're like, John C. Reilly punches him,
Yeah, just to make sure.
just to make sure, which is so smart. And then they're free. And they go to their mother's home. Their mother...
That's the point where I kind of...
Yeah. Here. They go to their mother's home. Their mother wants nothing to do with them.
The mother, by the way, is Carol Kane.
Oh, right, yeah.
Which
Shit.
I love Carol Kane.
It's a very small role in this.
Yeah, I saw
minutes.
she was in the cast. I just assumed... I don't know why I assumed she'd be playing a... what do you call them? The... Like... Not a prostitute,
Yeah,
but
I
like...
knew you were gonna... Oh,
A madame. A madam. A madam.
cadaver.
No, a madam.
I know. Sorry.
You think people are going to understand
No,
that
'cause-
reference in a month?
Understand this reference in a month. This is something we were talking about before recording. Alright, anyways.
Stupid TikTok.
Fucking
A
stupid.
cadaver. I don't know why I called it stupid. I begged
Loved
you to
it,
send it
yeah.
to me.
Alright, yeah.
Anyway, I thought...
I could see that.
I assumed, yeah. She has always struck me as someone who would be really good at playing a madame.
Yeah.
Carol Kane, who I love. Great character actress.
Yeah.
But she is playing the sister's mother.
Yeah. And she wants nothing to do with them.
And-
They killed their father. Or,
Yeah.
sorry, Charlie killed
Charlie-
their father.
Yeah.
Right. And, oh my god. Yeah, and she's like, go away.
Father was a drunken asshole.
Yeah. Oh, it's a Western. It's
Yeah.
It's 1800s
I don't think
America.
she's very mad about them killing their father.
No, more like they're just killers. But yeah, and they come up in their horses, and it's so weirdly playful. They feel like children, which I really like. They feel like children, and it feels like a moment of innocence regained in a sense. Like
Yeah,
all this
I
shit
can
is
see-
behind
yeah.
them. That's what the ending is going for. It's so
I think
playful.
so. I
It's
see
so
it.
childlike. They're like the way they're just like sitting on their horses, going around each other. They're like, "Mom, just let us in. We're here." You know, they're like fucking children coming back from playing like baseball at the park or something.
She even ends up like giving Charlie a bath.
A bath. And she's like,
Which
she's
is
so
sweeter than it sounds when I say it out loud.
Yeah. And she's so nonchalant about like, oh, you lost something there. Points at his arm. But it's like, I don't know. I really do like that ending. It's like that innocence of it all. And it feels weirdly like dreamlike in a sense.
I think so. Especially that long shot.
Oh yeah.
Of Eli walking around the house.
Yeah, and that's such a cool shot.
Great shot.
Because like he kind of like appears at one side and then another.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really well done shot.
Really well done.
I should say the cinematography is amazing. It looks amazing.
I do want to get into the cinematography in a bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I do I fucking love that ending. I think it's really nice. Again, very somber, very mellow, not very in line with the rest of the film, but it's nice and it's very brother-like. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? That kind of brings it back to its core because the whole film there's like the tension between the brothers. You know, you don't really feel like there's much in common with them or they like to be around each other.
I think that dynamic is wonderful. I just love seeing the sisters brothers dynamic because you can tell they have grown to not like each other.
Well, yeah, like this business,
ways, but they still have that brotherly dynamic that's so charming.
Fuck.
They're best friends, but
man, maybe I like this movie more than I thought. I did really think I came away being like this is a really good movie. But like I don't know what the fuck I was like. It took me a while for me to get into it again. Maybe it's just Joaquin. Joaquin as Joaquin is like very weird for me. I don't know.
I like Joaquin
because like
overrated actor.
Sure, but I see him as like
a lot of the time he plays the same character.
But that's what I mean. When he plays the same character, it's like kind of like for me. But then sometimes he can like encapsulate someone else, like the fucking Joker, and you don't see him as Joaquin in like a specific sense. Like
I see Joker.
Well,
that's the Joaquin signature performance. Like, that's the master.
But visually, he looks like kind of different.
That's just the vegan diet, man.
That might just be the vegan diet. I will say,
I did notice he does take off his shirt a few times in this movie.
How does he look?
The Sisters Brothers. He's chubby, man. He's got a gut.
This is
a year before the Joker.
Man, I was gonna fucking talk about this. Remember that TIFF video I was watching? The Q&A?
Yeah.
Okay, so it was with the cast. Joaquin was there. He looks fucking sick.
Yeah.
Like, he looks so sick. Because that was probably right after Joker Act. I mean, this was like, what, September of 2018? So
it was pretty much a complete year before Joker. He had like a year to lose all that weight.
Yeah. And you fucking see him. And he's like, he just looks like a sick child, dude.
I know.
It's fucking shocking. But also, in the Q&A, he doesn't talk at all. He refuses to talk. Like,
Why?
I think John C. Reilly passes him the mic and he's like, no, thank you. Take that away. Or like something. And that's like the only words he says during the whole thing.
Why?
I don't know. He's in his fucking... He's like... It looks like he's embodied Joker. And he's just like... he's still in Joker mode.
Maybe they were filming at the time.
I don't know. But it's so fucking weird.
Did Joker film at Toronto? Toronto? No, it didn't.
I don't think so. Well, but anyways, he
I feel like we would know about it.
Yeah, but like he refused to speak, and I found that so weird. He looked so weird. He was acting weird.
Maybe he flew in during the Joker.
Just like...
And he was still in that Joker headspace.
Right, yeah. Huh.
Whatever. Fucking Joker.
But whatever.
We don't have to talk about Joker.
Yeah, we definitely don't have to. This is not Joker.
This is the Sisters Brothers.
Sisters Brothers. It's growing on me.
The ending for me, that ending that we were just talking about, where they go home to their mother, I don't think it worked for me. I was expecting a much more somber ending.
This is such a somber ending.
I don't know.
Mean like more depressing somber? Or no?
Depressing, in a way.
Because this is definitely not depressing.
I will say, I don't want to be that guy who's like, if I wrote this, but...
Okay.
If I wrote this... I already feel terrible for saying this. Because this is a great movie. I respect RDR.
Yeah.
If I wrote this, I think I would have had it end with Eli taking the sisters brothers mantle, because Charlie's in no shape to continue.
I can see that.
It's I think I would have liked that ending a lot more.
Yeah,
Personally,
I could see that. I could see that happening.
I
mean, it's very like
it's
not
the
what he wants to.
bittersweetness.
Yeah.
Exactly, it's the bittersweetness that I was getting so much of from earlier.
Okay. I do like the ending they had set out though.
Mm-hmm. I like it in theory, and I like it watching it
in execution. Okay, yeah.
It's a very slight flaw for me, because I think the ending does work. It just came out of nowhere a little bit.
So it kind of lost you at the ending, and it
lost me a little,
and it was kind of lost me at the beginning.
Yeah.
So we kind of swapped there.
I think I'm similar, that I was kind of lost in the beginning.
Yeah. Okay.
But I found it when I figured out what was happening.
Yeah.
Because this is very slow and very, very not telly at all.
Sure. Yeah. Oh
I think the focus of this movie, for the first half anyway, is the dynamic between Eli and Charlie and John Morris and Wells on the other end.
Yeah.
So it wasn't totally... They had a little bit of exposition near the beginning, and I never pay attention to exposition.
I think there was quite a good bit, especially with Morris and Wells, but...
Yeah, I figured it out eventually.
I mean, he does, say it, Jake Gyllenhaal's character does write a note, detailing everything, essentially, in the beginning.
Yeah.
It's very...
Well, I never... That was it.
You never pay
exposition.
attention?
I don't pay attention to that.
Okay, alright.
Just settle me in for a ride, man.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be a ride. Sisters Brothers.
Oh,
Look
yeah.
at that poster. It's got the big, bold font. The Sisters Brothers. Brothers by birth, sisters by name.
There it is.
There it is. This movie flopped.
Oh,
Can
yeah.
you tell?
Oh, yeah.
It had a pretty big budget,
But,
per se. It was 36 million.
huge
Budget.
cast. Again, going back to it, stacked fucking...
It's 4 A-listers, to be fair, but...
Yeah, so that's pretty
But
stacked.
they're those kind of A-listers that are they'll do indie cinema, like Sisters Brothers. They'll do director-driven movies.
I guess, but then again, I don't think it would be
movies,
4 of them, who played pretty, substantial roles, all of them.
Yeah.
I that's less common in...
I think the cast makes sense. I don't know what you're going on about.
I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
This had this had a bigger budget than most Wes Anderson movies.
That's... No. Really?
Wes Anderson makes his movies for pretty cheap.
Less than 36?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I'm always as shocked as you are.
You would think with, the cast and how he would pay them.
I'm looking this up right now.
What?
French Dispatch.
How much
budget?
do you think it costs to just get Tom Hanks alone?
I don't know, but French Dispatch cost 25 million.
Shit.
I know.
What about Asteroid City?
Wait
Wow,
a
this
minute.
was 36 million? It's kind of big, actually.
Yeah. It's got a lot of locations. It's a
It
full-on
does.
road trip, and they're all period locations.
They did have to probably build a couple towns.
But French Dispatch has a lot of.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
I think Wes Anderson's just a great producer.
Oh, yeah. He's probably just smart with his money.
Asteroid City was also 25.
Damn. Okay. Is that also... Did Searchlight... No. Searchlight didn't do this movie, right? Sisters Brothers?
No, it's
Who was this?
it's a very indie studio
Really?
that I forget. It's not even. I don't think it's even Neon or A24.
No, it's not, but... I do know one of the production companies behind it is John C. Reilly's company.
Yeah.
And his wife was a producer on this with him.
Yeah, he's one of the first guys to get this book.
Do you know why? Do you know what the connection is?
I think he just likes making movies.
Okay,
and reading books.
I do. He's thanked in the book, by the way.
Oh, really?
Okay, so here's the connection.
Wait.
Here's the connection, Sidney.
Is he like friends with the author or something?
Well, I think so, yeah. Because in 2011, there was a movie called Terry with John C. Reilly.
Terry.
With an I. Terry with an I. You can look it up. It's a really fucking good movie.
It's not the one with the Duplases, right?
No, that's Cyrus.
Cyrus, yeah.
So, okay.
What is Terry?
Terry is
You're
directed by... Yeah, I just had to look up the director's name. It's Azaziel Jacobs?
Never heard of him.
Yeah, he's a very indie director, but he does like a lot of movies with like bigger names. He did French Exit recently. The Lovers.
I think I looked into this. French Exit, that's with Lucas Hedges?
Yes.
And Michelle Pfeiffer?
Yes.
And the cat?
Yeah, and the cat.
That's the poster?
Yeah. That's the one. So again, very like kind of indie director, but he did Terry in 2011 with John C. Reilly.
He wrote the book?
It's not based on a book, he wrote the screenplay.
Oh.
But he wrote, obviously the writer wrote this book, The Sisters Brothers, right?
The writer of French Exit.
The writer of Terry.
Oh, wait, okay.
You picturing this?
Yeah. We went off on some tangents.
We did go off.
Does the Michelle Pfeiffer cat movie have anything to do with this?
Yeah, actually, he did write French Exit and Terry. He's only listed for those two movies.
Okay.
For screenplay.
I'm right. The French Exit movie is very important.
Yeah. So anyways, John C. Reilly starred in the movie Terry. Terry is very underrated, by the way. Very great movie.
I never heard of it.
You should check it out.
Is it one of Reilly's comedies, or is it a Reilly drama?
It's a drama.
All right. I like Reilly dramas, man.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, mostly drama.
Like Reilly comedies.
He's really fucking good at it, though.
Want to talk about John C. Reilly?
I do in a bit, but let me continue this.
Yeah.
So anyways, yes, he was a writer on that John C. Reilly movie. I assume somehow they met. I think
because he wrote the movie?
Well, no, I think also his wife, and maybe he was also a producer on Terry? I know his wife was, for sure.
Okay.
It might be under their production company.
He's in the Reilly circle.
He's in the Reilly circle, man. So so that's the connection. He was thanked in the book, and he bought the rights, like, I feel like a while ago, right? He just bought the rights, and he was sitting on it. And then they did this movie, right?
Awesome.
They hired French art house director
Jean Caudiard.
Yeah.
Right after his Palme d'Or win.
Right after his Palme d'Or
This is follow-up.
win, and it's a very weird fucking choice, I gotta say. Very weird choice at the time. I don't know. Like, and a lot of his movies, like, he's definitely more of an art house director.
Okay, yeah.
And I don't think you get as much of that from this.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, this is like very, it's an American movie, I guess. You had to go like more straightforward with it, but whatever. But yeah, we can talk about John C. Reilly now, because I know we fucking both love John C. Reilly.
Yeah.
Great actor, great man.
I remember the Your Movie Sucks review of this movie.
Oh, God.
Because I was in high school, and so I watched Your Movie Sucks. This is quick, I promise.
Yeah, please.
His review, he makes some dumb points about John C. Reilly and expecting him to be more funny in this movie.
Okay.
Which is crazy. Not to bash Your Movie Sucks too much.
You can bash him a bit.
Yeah.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Well, I don't want to be an asshole to this guy.
Me too.
On this
We gotta
podcast
be
that
careful.
nobody listens to.
Yeah, we gotta be careful for the
YMS.
Sardonicast and Better Picture podcast
The
collaboration.
relations, yeah.
Yeah.
I want to end up on Sardonicast. That might be.
Yeah, we gotta be careful.
We got to bring Ralph the Movie Maker on this podcast.
We'll get him to bash them.
We'll get Ralph the Movie Maker on this podcast. We will. Don't worry.
Yeah, it's coming.
What was I saying?
Fucking your movie sucks. He was calling John C. Reilly not funny enough.
Yeah, something like that.
That's
something,
such a weird
or
point.
he couldn't separate him from
Oh, fuck.
his comedic persona.
Maybe
like
this is what I'm
Step Brothers.
talking about a bit.
which is
But no.
which is a crazy thing to say, especially when your job is like watching movies and you haven't seen John C. Reilly in like Gangs of New York,
Yeah.
and The Aviator, and Chicago, and The Hours, and We Need to Talk About Kevin.
Yes.
He was a dramatic actor before he started doing the Will Ferrell comedies, which is a crazy career that I respect so much.
I love the man.
Yeah, he's great in
I think
Paul Thomas Anderson movies, Boogie Nights,
Yeah.
Magnolia. He's wonderful in Magnolia. Holy shit. And Hard Eight, which you haven't seen,
no.
but he's great in that movie.
He definitely has a goofy side to him, even in these movies.
He's in Thin Red Line. I forgot.
Oh my god, yeah.
A movie I haven't seen,
But he definitely has he just looks like a goofy man.
and he's very funny.
He is a very funny man. But I think
Walk
that's...
Hard's a great movie. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I think that is just, like, a credit to him. Like,
Oh, yeah.
thinking about, like, that, like, you just see him as, like, a very comedic guy. I feel like a lot of people do. A lot of people can't separate. I don't think this is a good point of criticism.
I think he's more famous as
a
a
comedic
actor.
actor. Obviously.
As,
I think,
like, Step Brothers.
yeah. Talladega.
Even like Steve Brule, I think. That's
Fuck is Steve Brule?
Tim and Eric?
Oh,
Tim and Eric character?
God. Yeah, fuck.
He had his own like Adult Swim show.
I know, yeah. I'm sorry.
His career is crazy to think about.
His career, yeah, that just made it even
goes
crazier.
He goes from Steve Brule to We Need to Talk About Kevin.
I respect it, man. We love you.
I love John C. Reilly.
He seems like such a nice guy, too.
Oh yeah. Oh god, yeah.
But yeah. Fuck, man.
People love working with John C. Reilly. Like I don't think I've heard anything bad about him.
No.
I don't want to hear anything bad about him, but
Yeah, fucking, yeah. We're gonna end the podcast and there's gonna be like...
a slew of fucking... We shouldn't say that. I don't want anything to happen
Love you.
to him.
Yeah, I don't want to even think about that.
I really like him. Okay?
I don't even want to think about that.
I remember respected actor Sandra Oh on the Mark Maron podcast talking about John C. Reilly as like one of her favorite actors, which is so cool.
That makes
I
sense.
love Sandra Oh.
Me too. Yeah.
John C. Reilly, who gives a wonderful performance
Yeah.
as Eli's sisters in the movie The Sisters Brothers.
Sisters.
Let's talk about that movie for a bit.
Yes, I would like to.
I wanted to bring this up.
Yep.
John C. Reilly is obviously lead actor in this. Going for nominations.
Over
For this.
Joaquin?
That's what I wanted to ask. Like, John C. Reilly is an easy best... He doesn't fit into supporting actor. But Joaquin... Do you think Joaquin is supporting or lead? Co-lead or supporting?
I think his presence just makes him more of a lead.
Yeah?
But then again, they share equal screen time, mostly, right? It's very like they're a duo. I don't know. I don't know.
I think so as well.
I don't know how to categorize that.
Yeah, if you're going lead, I'm willing to go lead.
Fuck, how do you categorize? Because they're equals in this movie. In a sense. You think John C. Reilly is like a bigger character than Joaquin's?
He's definitely the main character, I think.
Okay.
A lot of the attention is put on Eli.
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't
for
think
sure.
I don't think Charlie has much scenes on his own.
No, that's
definitely not as much as Eli.
Huh. That's a good way to think
Yeah,
about it.
at the whorehouse, at the brothel. I mean, not whorehouse. Sorry.
Whoa. Yeah. No, I know.
At the whorehouse, like we don't see Charlie on his own or Eli on his own. We see Charlie go up and try and make a prostitute do
A very sad thing.
Yeah, an impression of his lost love.
Lost love. Yeah, we don't really learn much about it, but it's so sad to think about.
Yeah, that's another thing. I kind of wish that got a little resolved in a way. I don't know if like it was a slight. There's that symbol of his scarf.
Yeah.
His scarf.
It's a scarf. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Scarf that he keeps on folding and folding. That a school teacher, I think.
Yeah, that's the most reference they bring to who it might be.
That's the most.
But that's just like
this mystery.
That's just Charlie's interpretation of it.
Yeah.
So we don't know for sure, but yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck! I feel so bad for him thinking about that. That's so sad.
Yeah.
He keeps it around. He sleeps on it. It's like
the scene in question we're talking about is
the brothel scene.
The brothel.
Yeah.
Where Charlie or Eli. I mean.
Eli. Yeah.
Fuck.
John C. Reilly.
Eli says. I'm on the Wikipedia page. What am I doing? John C. Reilly is Eli. Joaquin is Charlie.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus fucking Christ. Okay. So, Eli goes upstairs with a prostitute and makes the prostitute say the same things that the school teacher said to him before he left her.
Yeah. And he's like, no, you're not doing it right. You really got to feel it.
You really?
He's like, oh, and it's such a sad scene to
It's a little funny.
You thought it was a little funny?
Yeah.
I felt so sad for him.
It's sad, but it's a little funny.
He's so sensitive, and then he's
directing the prostitute.
He's directing the prostitute. Yeah. It's kind of hilarious.
You gotta feel it. I don't see it in your eyes.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe it's a bit funny. But yeah, and then it ends, and she's like, no one has ever been this nice to me, or like usually.
Yeah, I guess.
What do you mean you guess?
I guess that's as nice as a prostitute in the Old West.
I'm fucking sure, yeah.
It's a little creepy. I don't know. I don't know if I'd talk to the guy afterwards.
Yeah.
If I were a prostitute in the Old West.
It's sweet, I think.
Okay.
All right.
I think we should move on to what do you think of the score by Desplat?
Really good score.
Yeah.
Like a really good score.
It felt very Desplat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I keep underestimating the guy. He does
He's
such
very
big
good.
work, but he's so good.
He's very good.
He's big for a reason.
Wes Anderson, like we were saying.
Yeah. No, very good score. Again, it matches the mellow moments so well, right?
Yeah.
I think
it fits the movie very well.
It fits the movie very well tonally, and I think like especially with a movie like this, where you're going for like a very specific tone, and very somber, melodramatic Western.
Sorry, that's my clipboard.
No, I think he nails it. I think it's really good. I did want to listen. I should have listened to the score on the way here. I was thinking about doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You?
I like the score a lot.
Yeah, good score. Really good score.
Very sounds very Desplat.
Yeah. That's a good way of explaining it without going too into detail.
Yeah, we'd have played a bit of the score in the episode. Right?
Yeah, we played it already.
Yeah. You listen, unless we played the Trololo song again.
Fuck. Yeah, let's just do that. Fuck it.
Oh God.
All right.
Yeah. So the sound design, what did you think?
God.
Wasn't
paying attention too much. Were you?
God indeed, because this sound is godlike.
Yeah.
Holy shit. It creates such an atmosphere out in the woods, out in the old western towns.
Yeah.
The sound is fucking amazing.
Mm.
Like and all the it's quiet.
Yeah.
For one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Then you get to the gunfights, and the gunshots are these loud, hideous things.
Mm.
I think the sound works really well. I think it's great sound design.
Mm.
Moving on to costumes.
Yes.
Costumes. Steven.
This is a Western, in fact.
Yeah.
Costumes are great.
Costumes are
really good.
I like costumes a lot.
Definitely see, yeah. Very big budget. All those town scenes, yeah. Costumes are really good.
Production design.
Also really good. The taverns and shit like that.
Yeah.
You got the brothels. You got you know what's really fucking good? That hotel they go to.
Which are the high
fancy
class
one, yeah.
Yeah. That's a really good.
Right.
All the old props, the toothpaste powder he gets out, and it's got those instructions on them.
Oh my god, yeah,
It's a whole fucking world, man.
It is a whole fucking world. And it is just like in a very specific time that I guess you don't see much in westerns. Maybe you do, but like that turn, right?
Right.
It is a very like big change.
Mm-hmm.
And again, like how you said, like John C. Reilly, toothbrushes are now a fucking thing, and he's like struggling to brush his teeth, right?
Yeah.
And he sees Jake Gyllenhaal's character also brushing his teeth, and gives him that look.
Yeah, I think it's great that they use. I dropped my pen. That's what that sound was.
Ooh.
I dropped my pen on the floor. That's what that was. Okay, I gotta put that out. Every time and Steven just took a sip out of his wine cooler.
Wine cooler? This is cider.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Man doesn't know what cider is.
This guy's a drunk. He knows what everything is. Knows all the alcohols.
Yes.
What was I saying? What the fuck was I saying?
We're talking about toothbrushes.
Yeah, it's not often you see a movie where a toothbrush is a metaphor for the change in the world, you know?
Yeah.
A character's longing for a life outside of his own. I must use this toothbrush. I must flush this toilet.
Yeah. Yeah, that's also like they got toilets now.
That's a funny scene. That's a funny joke, alright?
Okay.
In this dramedy.
Yeah, sure. But yeah, production's design very good. I don't know if they actually built the towns for this movie.
Yeah,
maybe. With a budget like that.
With a budget like that, you could.
You could. I don't know.
I think there are some Western-ish looking towns just lying around for movie use.
But this one felt very real.
Yeah. You know, I never considered myself like a big like Western guy. Like I don't actively seek out Westerns, but recently I got Letterboxd patron because I had too much money.
Oh, this guy.
And I found that Westerns are my highest rated genre by a lot.
Maybe because you don't watch a lot, and then
I don't watch a lot.
When you do,
ones I do are like more
acclaimed,
more deconstructive of the genre.
Yeah, that too.
Like Sisters Brothers.
God, yeah.
Sort of.
There's so many deconstructions of the Western genre.
Yeah, and I've seen a lot of them.
I've seen a lot of them. I've seen more of those than Westerns.
Right, yeah.
I don't know what the fuck is up with that, but this one was a good one. Mm-hmm. When it comes to those, yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm not also that big into Westerns.
Have you seen The Misfits?
I've not seen The Misfits.
The Misfits is pretty good.
What is that?
It's the last Marilyn Monroe movie.
What?
And it's also the last Clark Gable movie.
What? Really?
And it's really good.
And it's a Western?
It's a Western.
Oh, shit.
It's like a modern Western.
Okay.
I believe.
Okay, interesting. Very hard to imagine Marilyn Monroe in, like, a period Western.
I guess.
I don't know. Maybe.
I guess. She fits in well.
Okay, sure.
She's not the done-up blonde she isn't usually. Well, she's done-up. Moving on.
Moving on.
Back to the 21st century. Makeup. Hairstyling.
Ooh. If we're talking about makeup, I want to bring up...
gorgeous. Right.
Yeah, it does.
Not like gorgeous, but go on.
I guess... No, this would definitely qualify into makeup. Kind of like effects, but... I want to talk about that ending scene where they're burnt.
Oh, it looks... Yeah, Jesus Christ.
It's so terrifying to look at. You look at Riz Ahmed's, or Wells' eyes, and it's like... One of them's like white, I think. He has like all these burns across his face. He's literally fucking...
He's decaying.
Yeah, and it's terrifying to look at.
He's decaying
alive. It looks
alive.
so real, and I hate it. And therefore I love it.
It's really well done makeup.
It's really fucking
even
well done.
before that, everyone looks so sunburnt and dirty.
Oh, yeah.
And it's...
So we're talking about like dirty Western men.
Yeah,
like,
bounty hunters out in the wild.
Yeah, I guess...
Except for John Morris, Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah.
Jake Gyllenhaal's really good in this movie. I wanted to point that out, because I don't think I did before. I think he is my favorite performance.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
He's got that uppity attitude that I'm so...
He's very Jake Gyllenhaal in this.
Really? I guess I haven't seen enough Jake Gyllenhaal movies, maybe?
This is what I imagine Jake Gyllenhaal as.
It's probably what he's like in real life.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
To an extent. I think that makes the performance...
He's just playing
better.
himself, yeah.
Jake Gyllenhaal really works for the character. He's probably the only one who wasn't completely disgusting looking. He's got like a well-trimmed beard. He's a man of the new industrial revolution.
He's already brushing his teeth, man.
He's already brushing his teeth.
And he's not making a big deal out of it.
Right. He's living in hotels.
Yeah.
He's an uppity bastard. And
fuck you, Jake Gyllenhaal. Yeah.
No, well, he has a nice arc where he becomes very close friends with Wells.
I think he still doesn't trust him by the end. To an extent.
They're friends. Come on.
Yeah.
They're like holding each other, saying they love each other. It's sweet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. Sure.
It's very sweet.
It is sweet. Yeah.
I really like Jake Gyllenhaal in this movie.
Hmm.
I'm leaning too far back. Sorry. I'm pointing out all the flaws in the podcast as we record. Cinematography. Gorgeous. Talked about that last shot, the final shot.
Ooh.
We talked about that before.
The final shot?
Yeah.
The final shot.
The final shot.
Like the long one, right?
The long one.
You talk about that a bit, because I do want to talk about something else.
We already talked about it.
Okay, yeah.
It's great. It's dreamlike, you said.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Very dreamlike. And I think...
Try and remember things from a few minutes ago, man.
There's also a literal dream scene.
Do
you not remember where John C. Reilly, like, eats the spider? Really? And then he's dreaming about his dead father?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember it.
Very dreamlike in the sense, like, it's like
looks
all
nice.
out of focus, very purple. He's like silhouetted out.
The editing
looks
is
gorgeous.
Awesome there.
Yeah, it's the most, I think that's at its most dreamlike, and it's a great fucking shot. But are you familiar with who the cinematographer is?
No, it's someone.
Do you have his name written down?
Of course I have his name written down.
Tell me his name, Sidney, because I think he's another. He's also
Benoit
French.
Debie.
Yes. So I don't know if you're familiar with his work on the top of your head.
Probably not.
So he did like all of like Gaspar Noé's stuff,
right?
And Harmony Korine's, and that's what he's known for. He's known for these very like neon kind of soaked movies, right? Dark, visceral, neon, dirty.
Grimy,
yeah.
disgusting.
But
Karina Noé.
But like look at those two directors. Very colorful. This movie is not very colorful, on the other hand.
Oh no.
Very brown.
A lot of browns.
Oranges, I guess. Yeah.
Dark blues and oranges.
It's a very toned down movie. And I don't know. You see like the movies he does with them and then this, and it is very different in a lot of ways.
Change of pace for him.
It is. I don't know if
I think it works really well.
Yeah, I do think he could have. I don't know. Maybe I think they could have leaned into making it a bit more art house than it was
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. It kind of seemed like it was going that direction with like the director and the people involved. Whatever. That's not important.
What do you mean by art house, though?
I don't know. Just like I do like, again, how dreamy a lot of these scenes feel.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of it felt very like a lot of it does feel straightforward, especially like how we talked about it was just like marketed as like this action comedy, very much more straightforward studio thing from this Palme d'Or winning director, which was kind of my expectations going into it, obviously, and maybe it was more than I thought. Maybe there's more like, subtext inside of it than I initially thought there was gonna be, if that makes sense. But whatever, that doesn't matter. I do want to get back to the cinematographer on this. Yeah, so again, very like, he does like very colorful stuff. I know like he likes to do a lot of like handhold shots, really get in there, and he likes to hold the camera from what like he likes to actually handle it himself.
I can see that.
Yeah.
A lot of handheld in this
There's a lot of handhelds in this movie.
Works very well.
It works very well. I don't think it was like amazing, personally.
Yeah.
But very good. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Very good.
This movie won a few awards. Unless you have anything else to say.
About the cinematography?
About like the whole movie in general.
About the whole movie, we didn't talk about one character. I think we skipped over, and I'm gonna have to find her name.
Oh yeah, her.
Yeah.
Oh, I do want to mention this is Dewey Cox and Johnny Cash together.
What?
Joaquin Phoenix played Johnny Cash
Oh,
in Walk the Line,
fucking hell.
which
Yeah.
John C. Reilly parodied in Walk Hard.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Better throw that out there, you know.
We didn't talk about Mayfield.
Yes, Mayfield. Mayfield is dead.
Mayfield is dead. She's like,
Can rename your stupid fucking...
"What are you gonna do? Kill me?" And it cuts to her being like dead on the floor.
Yeah.
Very, very, man, these people do not hold back. These sister brothers. What are you looking at here?
Oh yeah, she is a trans woman. The actress.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh.
that's what I thought.
Shit, that's so interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. In a period movie like that, and like this.
Yeah, it
That's
just shows
very-
like it works well.
It works very well, okay. Hell yeah.
I don't know.
Love it.
I don't think they had like open like gender reaffirming surgeries.
No.
No.
I don't think they had many surgeries. Did you see Joaquin's fucking arm getting cut off? They're like, it's burnt. Cut it off.
Exactly.
I mean,
All right.
continue.
It's won a few awards. Not like a lot.
Okay.
It was at... It's premiered at the Venice Film Festival.
Mm-hmm.
Nominated for the Golden Lion. It did not win. However, it won the Silver Lion.
Second place.
No, that's
No?
the direction prize. So, Jacques Audiard was considered the best director at Venice Film Festival that year.
Interesting.
With the Sisters Brothers.
Interesting. All right.
At the, the Césars?
No.
They're the French Oscars.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
the French production.
That makes sense.
So, it was nominated for Picture, Adapted Screenplay,
Okay.
Editing, Original Music, Display, and Costumes. And it won Director, Cinematography, Sound, and Production Design. Good haul.
Good haul.
Good haul.
I did think the editing was kind of jumpy at points.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's like a lot of kind of like, I don't know, some jump cuts here, and it felt like a bit weird.
I like the editing.
You like the editing? That was like the only thing I noticed that kind of like, I don't know, I didn't like as much.
Okay.
Very jumpy.
Okay, sir. Okay.
All right.
Well, I like Audiard.
Uh-huh.
I want to see more of his movies.
I'm assuming they're gonna be pretty different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll watch
But I'm also
Audiard.
interested. I think I'm interested in Rust and Bone.
Which one's that?
Is that the one where she dates a killer?
Is that his new one?
No.
Doesn't he have a new one with Saldana?
Does he?
Saldana? No, that might be someone else. I don't know.
Let me check this.
All right, you check that, man.
Oh,
Yes? Am I right?
it is not about a woman dating a killer. I read this fucking completely wrong. Ellie, a killer whale trainer grows deeper. Oops. Very wrong. Okay. Does he have a new movie out? Oh.
Is it the Saldana one?
Oh my god, why is Selena Gomez in this?
What?
Yeah.
What?
The fuck? Selena Gomez.
Wait, am I right?
Saldana?
Zoe Saldana?
Yeah, she's in this.
Okay, yeah, then I'm right.
Is this an English movie?
I think so. I don't. Wait. I don't
No,
know.
it's in Spanish now.
Oh yeah.
The fuck is he doing? He doesn't man doesn't understand the language. He just goes in.
Why do you assume that? Why do you assume that?
Because he doesn't speak English. Or not well.
Why do you assume that? I saw
I've
an
seen
interview.
it. I've seen it.
I saw
I've
him
seen it.
speak English.
I
saw
I
him
haven't
speak
seen it with
English.
my own
I
eyes,
saw
man.
him
I haven't-
speak English.
So he speaks Spanish also.
You can be trilingual.
I'm sure
that
you
exists.
can. I don't think this man would be presenting his film in French. If he
He's
spoke.
more comfortable with the language.
Oh my god. Alright.
Okay. Alright.
Fucking hell. You know what? You do you, man.
Me do me.
Me do you.
I will do me, okay? I will do me.
Did you have more points about... That was all the awards?
Yeah.
Oh, so it didn't really...
No.
That's...
It was not like a hit at all.
It did well in France, even though it is like a pretty English movie. That's interesting.
That is kind of interesting.
Yeah, right? I mean, French director, French producers, but like...
Right.
Very English movie. Very English-American movie.
Yeah. American stars. No.
American stars, American setting.
Yes.
Okay, sure. That's interesting. I'm sad this movie flopped and is not remembered as much as it
should be.
Fuck,
it
why
should
is this
be.
movie growing on me more and more?
I got his ass.
You
Best
know what?
movie of the year.
On a rewatch, I think... What? What did you say?
What?
Say best movie here?
Best movie of the year.
Really?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
I don't know.
Over The Favorite?
9 movies so far? I don't know.
Over The Favorite of what we've
I don't
done
know
so
over
far?
the favorite. I gotta
Definitely
think
not.
about that.
Okay. I think on a rewatch it'll hit me more. I'm not like it's growing on me though, I will say.
I would like to rewatch this movie.
I would like to rewatch it too. I do own it.
Really?
Yeah, I've owned it for a while and I've never fucking watched it for some reason.
Yeah.
But now I have.
Yeah. Hey. Moving on to our next movie, and this was my pick, so I will introduce this. This is the movie Amazing Grace, produced by a lot of people,
Ah.
around 15 people, which kind of makes sense.
Yeah. I could see that.
It has this movie is a... Oh, sorry, I'm burping. This movie, Amazing Grace, is a documentary. It is a live performance of Aretha Franklin doing a sermon back in the year 1972 for her album Amazing Grace. And they shot a documentary, got locked away for 30 years, got picked up by director Alan Elliott, got purchased in 2007. The problem was originally they didn't use clapboards. They couldn't
Big
sync
mistake.
the sound.
Yep.
using their analog film, but in the digital era, they could sync it easily.
Uh-huh.
Well, it took them a bit still.
Took them a bit,
it was 2007, but
yeah.
They did it.
Uh-huh.
Which is awesome. Sound
Which is awesome.
synced by, I want to give credit to Serge Perron. Was the sound, and the editing was done by Jeff Buchanan, who compiled this whole concert into 90 minutes. These were 2 concerts.
Yeah,
Really,
2 days.
2 sermons. So, and it was set to be released in 2011.
Yeah.
Right?
Uh-huh.
Then Miss Aretha Franklin sued them
Yep.
for unlicensed use of her likeness. Then they found her original contract,
Yeah.
which we don't know what it said
Right.
specifically, but it said they could release it. So they
Yeah.
went to release it in 2015. Then she sued again
Yeah.
for no reason.
No reason.
Then she died.
Then she died, and then they're like, all right.
And her family was like, you can release it.
Yeah.
Dude, just release it. Drop
Yeah.
it. It's fine.
Yeah.
And it was great.
Mm.
I think it's a great
Yeah.
movie.
So today, yeah, we're reviewing the 1972 film Amazing Grace.
Amazing Grace, directed by Sidney Pollack.
This is so so fucking weird that we're doing a 1972 film for 2018.
Yeah.
This is a rare one, man. This is definitely a rare one. That's cool. Yeah, Sidney Pollack was originally set to direct. He did direct.
He directed it live.
But
the live performances.
I guess he didn't know anything about documentaries because this was his first one.
Yeah.
He didn't know to clap. Didn't know how to sync sound.
Yeah, I think he. Gotta say, I think he did it kind of poorly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, even without the clapboards, which are an obvious thing.
Well,
come on,
maybe.
when you're a director in the 70s.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, come on.
Come on, Sidney, man.
Jesus.
And plus, they had to like resync. I think it was like every 10 minutes or something. Because you got only 10 minutes worth of film, right? So you'd have to switch the reel and then resync. Maybe
that's why they got tired.
That's why it fucking took so long. Because it's not just one thing you gotta resync. No, it's fucking how many hours worth of film? You got 5 cameras or something.
Yeah.
And then 2 days worth of footage? Fucking hell. It does seem like a bit of a task, yeah.
Yeah.
And they did try back then, obviously, to
Yeah, they could have done it. Other people have you seen the Woodstock documentary?
I guess that's true.
Yeah.
But they tried, apparently. They tried for months. I think they just called in. They were like, fuck it.
Yeah.
Right. That was just kind of the mentality there was
can't release it.
Can't release it.
Got locked away in the Warner Brothers archive for
50 years.
For, not 50 years.
45.
45? 2007 was when they got 45. The film. I can't do the math in my head for some reason.
Oh, 35. You're talking about from 2007. Okay.
35 years.
Yeah.
Locked away.
Man.
And finally released in 2018, months after Aretha's death.
That's crazy.
Which, oddly enough, was pretty decent timing.
Yeah.
This movie made money, at least.
Did it?
A lot of people saw it. Yeah. I mean,
really?
Aretha Franklin was fresh on people's minds. People were going back.
Yeah, that's true.
Listening to Aretha. You know, what happens when, people die.
Yeah.
Celebrities. Then you go back.
Yeah.
Watch old Norm Macdonald clips,
Yeah.
A lot more people are Norm Macdonald fans, that's all I'll say.
Oh, yeah. This was, her most best-selling album. Wasn't it? It was they literally start off the documentary being it's not only her most successful album, but
it's one of the most successful albums.
Gospel albums.
Yeah.
Right? The best-selling gospel album.
I listened to this album beforehand. I don't know
you
if
did? No, I did
No.
not.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, it's a music performance. I was gonna listen to it anyways.
Well, yeah,
sure,
I guess.
but
But
sure.
I wanted to listen to it beforehand.
Uh-huh.
I get the feel of it.
Yeah.
I think the album, is it slightly longer? I feel like they cut a few songs from the movie.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
It's maybe for yeah.
Yeah. The movie's short, 90 minutes.
Oh yeah.
We're covering two 90-minute movies
Hell
this
yeah.
episode.
Hell yeah.
Last episode, we
Covered like
Overboard, which is 5 hours long.
yeah. You talk more about Amazing Grace. I want to hear your opinion.
I would
on
love
this.
to. I think it's a very, very well done edit.
Yeah. Okay.
I think
It is.
I don't think I've seen another Sidney Pollack movie. I should watch. I tried watching
Can you
Tootsie.
even call this a Sidney Pollack? Yeah, I guess so.
He directed the footage.
Yeah, but he's not credited.
He's not. He's given a special thanks.
Shh.
No one's given a director credit in this movie. Alan
He's
Elliott.
given a credit.
Alan Elliott is the decided director, but I think he's credited as envisioned by
Oh, really?
or something dumb like that.
I don't know.
But he basically directed this, and Pollock directed the footage back in '72.
Yeah. Oh, God, yeah.
I don't think he directed it well. Pollock, that is.
Yeah.
I will say that. Clapboards out of the way.
Yeah.
Still, the shots are fucking amateur for the most part. There's a few really cool shots.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we get Aretha's entrance into the church, which is an amazing shot. Amazing, like, low angle shot.
Mm-hmm.
Edited in very well.
Yeah.
That's the first you see Aretha.
Yeah.
You don't see her behind the scenes beforehand. You don't see, like, videos of her in the intro.
Yeah.
That's the first you see of her. That's the first you see of her in the movie, and she gets this cool shot walking in from behind the audience, and I think that's done well.
Yeah. I mean...
I don't think Pollock did it.
Okay, so here's the question. He obviously wasn't like a cameraman on this, right?
No.
So how much was he doing? Like, of course he can plan out before, and he can set that
He
all
should have
up.
done more planning.
Yeah, sure, but I don't
think he did a lot.
know.
I'm gonna be real.
I think this is more just like the cameramen going around shooting different things.
I think he could have planned it out a little. I think
Sure.
there must have been
yeah.
rehearsals that they did that the crew could have attended
Yeah.
and did a run themselves.
Okay, yeah.
I think this is the kind of documentary, you know, a live performance that they've rehearsed before, that Pollock could use those rehearsals as a stepping stone to plan it a little, like do a bit of storyboarding in a way.
Sure.
I think a better director, I'm not saying Pollock's a bad director,
Yeah.
because I know he's done some very
Yeah.
critically acclaimed movies. He won an Oscar years after this.
Yeah.
Out of Africa, which I haven't seen. I should watch Tootsie.
You
I
should
feel
watch
like
Tootsie.
I would like Tootsie.
I like Tootsie.
I know you. Do you like Pollock as a director?
From what I've seen, yes.
How much have you seen?
Just Tootsie. But I think, again, this is a very different realm. It's
Yeah.
not only before all that, but this is a documentary, which he's
Right.
never done, and
his first
clearly
documentary.
kind of inexperienced.
Right.
But it looks good. It's
His
still
last movie was a
like-
documentary. Before he died.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
I still think it looks good just from, like, it works very well in the sense it's a 70s documentary. I don't think it had to be necessarily, like, very elaborate.
No.
It was
I don't
put
think
together
could be.
well. I think,
I don't
like,
think
it
so.
works for what it is.
I think it could have been put together more well
Sure.
by Pollock.
Oh, well, like, definitely, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it works for what it is in the sense, like, I'm not, like, overly thinking about, like, the filmmaking in this. I know this is, like, a film podcast.
You
But I'm
bastard.
I'm not like,
Get
I don't
out of
know.
here.
This is, I think, one of the few films where
Get
I'm not
out
gonna
of
be
my
like,
house.
okay.
Steven
sorry.
has left, and now I will talk about. now I will talk about the movie Amazing Grace by myself. That bastard's taking my cat.
Talk it up.
Amazing Grace.
Alright.
I'm coming back. The best work in this movie, I think, is in the post, of course. That feels very obvious.
Yeah.
But Alan Elliott, I feel, is the true author.
Okay.
In a way.
Yeah.
Alan Elliott and the post-production crew.
Okay, sure. I mean, like, yeah, they restored it, obviously. They
restored it.
They put it...
The editing is great.
You really like the editing?
I really like the editing in this movie. Do you not?
I like the editing.
Okay.
I think it's very, it's very 70s. I think I think, it's not, very elaborate in a lot of ways. I like the split screen. A lot of the split screen they do.
That's the one thing I didn't like.
That's very 70s.
Yeah.
It's very of its time. And I think,
right.
I think it's presented in a way, mostly, where I think if it would have came out then, this is what it would have looked like. Mm-hmm. Which is why I think we're reviewing a 1972 film on this 2018 podcast.
Well, because it came out.
But it came out in 2018, yeah. But yeah, I know. But I think it's fucking hilarious. But I think this would have been what it would look like if it did come out at that time. But I think more thought was put into it now because of, I think just Aretha Franklin's reputation, the album's reputation.
Yes.
You had more to I think Sidney Pollack probably didn't give as much as a fuck about it. I mean, this was Warner Brothers who hired him to do this, right?
Yeah,
I think it was. Yeah, I think it was kind of I don't know. I don't think there was again a lot of planning put into it.
I don't think it was the big name that he was later.
Oh fuck no, not at all.
No.
But yeah, he was just a for hire director. So I do think having it come out now, I think they put more care into the presentation of it all and stuff like that.
Exactly.
I do like that. I do like the editing. Of course I like the editing, right?
Yeah.
I again, nothing too flashy, nothing too crazy. It works for what it is. Mm-hmm. But I think what it is just a live performance. I wouldn't I don't know if this is a documentary it is, but it's just a live performance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the editing. I think it's used to a great effect in a lot of moments. The song, the duet between Aretha and the Reverend is especially well done. That song, it's near the beginning.
Right, yeah.
I'm not sure about the title, but the lyrics are something like, she says sacred, he says sacred, and it cuts between them, and it's glorious.
Back and forth. I do remember that, yeah.
It's glorious editing.
I mean,
and it made me cream my jeans, man. Oh,
that's how you would do it. I don't know.
Cream my jeans?
No, you would cut back and forth.
Well, there's a specific rhythm they do it.
There was
yeah. And it's just really well done. And they have moments later, the two of them, where they do similar things in other songs, and they just pull out the split screen, and I don't think it had the same effect at all.
Okay, I don't think that's maybe where the split screen shined, but I think it does work very well in a lot of other places. Again, very, very 70s. Very cool.
Yeah.
I think when it shows Aretha singing and then some people are dancing in the crowd, kind of like that. Are you typing on Discord? Man, turn off your notifications.
I had to sign into my laptop to turn off my volume. Sorry.
No, it's okay. But yeah, I do like the editing. I like like you said, the rhythm and the flow. I think a lot of shots hang on for a while.
Yeah?
Not too long. I'm just saying.
You're saying that as a compliment?
Yeah, it's good. It works.
Yes.
They just hang on shots for a while. It's not very flashy or quick cutting.
Yeah.
I don't know. It works again for what it is. I don't know if I was too into it.
No?
Well, it's just it is just an Aretha Franklin live performance. Her music is great.
Yeah.
Right? She's a great God, she has a fucking amazing voice.
Oh yeah,
Fucking amazing.
I love seeing her sweat.
Everyone was sweating in that fucking church.
I know. I assume the church must not have been very very cool at all. But I do think it added something. I love watching people sing so hard they're just sweating.
She put a lot into that performance.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone did.
Everyone did. Oh yeah. Dude, people were like...
Reverend
Reverend was crying at one point. He just had to, like, step out, put his hands over his head. You notice that?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I'm like, you were looking at me like...
No.
Yeah.
I
fucking people are having spiritual, like, spiritual moments in this audience.
Stephen, I'm correct in assuming you aren't a religious man, right?
No, I'm not.
Neither am I.
Yeah. I think that's why I don't like a lot of gospel.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
Do you know what they sing a lot about in gospel?
Jesus.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
Jesus. Yeah.
I think Jesus was a cool man. He has some good ideas. I'm just not a complete follower.
Yeah.
You
know? But I do think this gospel's maybe better.
Yeah, that's the thing about these types of these live concerts. Like they work as well as the music. If the music isn't your bag, then
yes, I agree with that.
like I watched The Last Waltz. I did a Scorsese binge a year ago. I watched The Last Waltz, and I have never listened to the band before.
Yeah.
Or since.
Yeah.
So I didn't like that movie as much as I should have.
Yeah.
And that's Scorsese. That's one of my favorite directors.
And I feel like that's kind of how I feel about this in some way.
Yeah.
Definitely respect a lot of it. And Aretha as a performer and musician. Oh my God. You know what I mean? But yeah, I don't think it's like something I necessarily like would listen to generally. I'm sorry, I'm uncultured.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's fair. This is for a specific audience that we are not really a part of.
What audience is that?
Religious?
Okay.
Steven? Whoa, you think I was gonna say black? I don't know. Oh, I we can touch on that. This was 72, is around the civil rights era. Should we touch? Wait, I had something.
Okay.
Here's what it is. Have you seen the movie Summer of Soul?
Ooh, I'm not.
You know it?
I do know it, yeah.
Yeah.
I've not seen it.
Questlove made a documentary. Yeah. This movie reminded me of Summer of Soul. It has that same sort of story. Summer of Soul was a real... was a music festival that was recorded the same year as Woodstock.
Oh my God. Okay.
And the footage was, again, locked away for several decades.
Did it go better than Woodstock?
What do you mean? I think you're thinking of a different Woodstock. This is Woodstock 69.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Woodstock 69, that's about as well as a concert could go.
Okay, yeah.
No one died.
Oh, okay. Good.
No one died at Summer of Soul either.
Good.
But you have... The movie's great. Summer of Soul is a great movie. But it's very similar to Amazing Grace, but at the same time... very different because it's a Talking Heads. They bring people on between songs, or during songs, I should say, because it's well made. During songs, they bring on singers from that era, other musicians, people who are at the festival, like you know, people, relevant people. Yeah, I should say, and they talk about that. So that's a movie that's heavily invested in the civil rights movement.
Right. That is a pretty big difference between, I guess, this and this.
What I'm saying is, what if they made Amazing Grace a Talking Heads? That could have happened.
I don't think that... Did they have the footage for that, though?
Well, they could have done a Summer of Soul. Just bring on, like...
Oh, they're doing that, like... It's like a future retrospective, in a sense?
Yeah, that's Summer of Soul. They bring on the surviving members of the Fifth Dimension or whatever.
I don't think that would have worked as well for this. Especially since Aretha Franklin didn't want to be on fucking camera for this.
Well, you could have gotten... I don't know. You know those music documentaries where they get, like... Dave Grohl gets on.
Yeah.
He's like,
I don't like that.
Aretha Franklin.
That's like every... Yeah.
It's great. Weird Al Yankovic
I fucking hate...
him for some reason.
Maybe I would like that, yeah.
Weird Al, of course.
Can we get just like a movie where Weird Al is just like fucking... Like a Talking Heads movie, but it's just Weird Al.
Talking about Aretha Franklin?
Yeah. Something like that.
We
yeah.
could only get
like recut this movie, but like Weird Al is just talking praise about Aretha Franklin the whole time. I might enjoy it. I would definitely enjoy that, yeah.
but
they should have got the one white guy in the crowd.
Mick Jagger.
Mick Jagger, yeah.
Yeah, we should say Mick Jagger and Charlie Watts.
Oh my fuck.
Who's the Rolling Stones drummer at the time.
We're
in the crowd.
Why were they just there?
They're not even like totally like they don't pay a lot of attention to them. They zoom in sometimes.
Like
they're very recognizable.
Yeah. It's Mick Jagger in the fucking audience.
Yeah.
Just grooving along. I love that.
Yeah.
It was like
he doesn't matter at all to the movie.
They're the two white guys there.
They never mention him. They never go up on stage and they're like...
Well, that's good. I would hope so. It feels kind of bad, Mick Jagger. Like, if Mick Jagger overshadows Aretha Franklin. But...
Oh, God. Yeah, but what I'm saying is, what if they made the documentary like Summer of Soul? They brought on like Mick Jagger
I would have on. I don't like as much of those documentaries.
Right. But I'm saying like it would have made that movie have like a purpose that it doesn't necessarily...
Amazing Grace?
That it shouldn't necessarily have.
Okay, yeah.
It would inevitably go to like the civil rights movement probably, or like her own history. It would have become...
I don't think you need that. Yeah, you probably got enough of those. You probably got enough of those. This is just purely a live performance.
Right, and that's why it's so good. It's a reconstructed live performance from an artist who had, at the time, very recently passed away.
Yeah. It's
that
good.
People couldn't see live anymore. Mm-hmm. And people love Aretha.
Yeah.
Aretha's huge still.
Still huge, yeah. Yeah. Really good. Don't think it's totally my cup of tea.
That's completely fair.
Yeah. That's my takeaway. Mm-hmm. You know, I think that's like about what I can talk about with this.
All right.
Yeah.
I did go into Aretha's biography a little. You know, not a lot, but I wanted to look into her father, you know?
Right, yeah.
He is on the album.
Yeah.
He has there's a track in the album that's just...
Oh, like he's...
reference C.L. Franklin.
Uh-huh.
Just his speech near the middle.
Right.
That's what I really wanted to see on the film. And it's at a great point...
It is, yeah.
In the movie, narratively.
Uh-huh.
And it is just beautiful. It is this sort of biography, little splash of biography that this movie needed. All it needed was her father to come up and say, I love my daughter.
Yeah. Okay,
but
yeah,
I mean...
I agree with that, yeah. Yeah.
The guy's a shithead, though.
Huh?
He might be the reason why Aretha didn't want this release.
No, really?
I don't know.
Why do you say that?
Because he's a shithead.
And why do you say that?
Because
I don't know the history behind this.
C.L. Franklin
Oh no.
married to Aretha's mother
Uh-huh.
for a little while. But during that little while, had numerous affairs.
Okay.
This reverend,
This
man
reverend,
of
yeah.
God,
Man.
we should say.
Classic men of God.
Well, come on, man.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, yeah.
I will say, as Steven said, I'm sorry. He was shaking his head adamantly. Steven hates religion. He hates all Christians.
Hey, wait. That's true. That's not true. I'm sorry.
Moving on.
There's an assault.
Assault? You're looking it up?
Yeah, he has a whole assault.
Yeah, he impregnated a 12-year-old girl.
What?
Yeah.
How old was he?
Not 12? Older? I think this was after he had Aretha.
This got uncomfortable.
Yes.
So he's a shithead.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, yeah, there it is. Oh, it's a member of his... Okay, so a
Yeah.
12-year-old member of his congregation.
That's how far he had to scroll down to find that. That's how messed up this guy is. Like, he had to go through assault charges, affairs, finally rape.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you were talking a few seconds ago how it was such a nice moment where he was talking about his daughter.
Because that
makes me...
that bullshit isn't mentioned. Because we don't have Weird Al going on there.
Can Weird Al talk about this, please?
Oh, God. I don't want Weird Al to talk about that.
Oh, that's
on, like,
fucked
Dave Grohl,
up. That's
Kevin Smith.
I thought you were gonna say Kevin Spacey.
Yeah, bring on Kevin Spacey.
He's like, it's not that bad actually.
Kevin Spacey goes on, Reverend C.L. Franklin is a friend of mine.
You gotta do the rest of the segment as Kevin Spacey.
No, I fucking don't. No.
We got our feature.
No.
We got our feature now.
No. I'm not falling for that again. Last time was Jack Nicholson. This is too far, okay?
Alright.
Kevin Spacey is too much, okay? No.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I gotta circle back on this fucking 12-year-old thing, man.
Do we have to?
More like, okay, if that is the reason she wanted this buried, maybe I get that.
Yeah.
If that's the reason, but I think...
She might have had like a falling out with him afterwards.
Well,
or something.
I mean, yeah.
I don't want to assume things.
God, he's a piece of shit.
He is a piece of shit.
That makes me like...
Utter piece of shit.
If I knew that before,
Aretha's
that would
amazing.
make me very disgusted during this movie to watch, like...
Yeah.
To see him and all that shit. Oh my god, that's fucking fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ.
Absolute monster. Oh, man. But let's go back to Aretha Franklin. Because
Okay,
she's
I
an
guess-
angel, as far as I know.
I guess, yeah,
Other than
she
the,
can't really be
the
defined by
rampant
him.
suing of the filmmakers, which is just, like,
Whatever.
pointless.
If she had a reason, I don't know. It is
It
her
might
likeness.
not have been that.
It might have not. It might have not have been that, obviously.
But
she might have actually
she's
had no
portrayed
reason.
very well here, I will say.
She is. Well, fuck yeah, of course she is.
I would have been
probably as well as she has been in her career.
If I were her, I would have been very happy with this movie getting a release.
Yeah.
I would have liked to see it during my lifetime. I'm sorry, Aretha.
She probably did see it.
Yeah?
I think there was a quote of her saying, like, it was really good.
Yeah?
And then but she still, like...
I need a source on that.
The directors.
Alan Elliott?
Director, sorry. It was, like, the director and the producer. I was, like, watching, like, a video on it. And they were, like...
Alan Elliott or...
Alan Elliott.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they said she has watched it, and she said it was pretty good. But apparently they've never met, which is interesting. Even in that whole time, they had, like, that footage,
Multiple lawsuits.
Multiple lawsuits. Apparently, I don't think they've ever met. Isn't that interesting?
That's very interesting.
Like, what the fuck? So yeah, I don't know. God.
You'll have to send me that interview.
I for sure will after. It was like, I watched it after I watched this movie.
Aretha Franklin, she's not like a civil rights icon, which is why I don't. Well, she's not like Nina Simone, you know? Or, I can't think of another. Belafonte? I don't know.
Okay.
But she is in that era of black artists in the 60s. And she was an activist. She was jailed for disturbing the peace.
Oh, shit, really?
Yeah, during a protest, which is amazing. I love that.
God, man. Father, piece of shit.
Thank you.
Fucking, what's up with, like, men of God doing this kind of shit, man? Not to shit on religion.
Hey.
I don't want to say. I have nothing against. Hey.
Hey. Hold on.
Okay.
Hashtag not all men of God.
Okay. Sure. Not all preachers.
Not all men.
Not all ministers. Fucking hell, though. I can't believe I had to, like, scroll so far just to fucking find that.
He's got so much other shit.
Yeah, oh my god, apparently.
Alright. I wanted to end it on a good note.
Please.
Aretha Franklin, civil rights activist, icon. We love her. Great voice. This movie won some awards.
Okay,
Shut
yeah.
up. Shut
Okay,
up.
I'm not...
Shut up. Shut up! The National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, Image Awards, NAACP, Image Awards. Best Documentary, winner. It won.
Where, at the Oscars?
I literally just said.
Oh.
NAACP, Image Awards.
Okay, at the Image Awards, okay.
Yes.
I thought you were moving on. Sorry.
No Oscar nominations.
Yeah, that makes sense.
No, it doesn't.
Really? It is a live performance. I don't know how many live performances. This
Alright,
was a pretty stacked year for docs, too.
I guess, yeah.
I don't know.
I guess.
Well, stacked, but there was some really... I think there were some better ones. Definitely.
I think it would have made a little sense.
Maybe following her death, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure.
Black Reel Awards, documentary, nomination, did not win. Women's Critics Circle, documentary about women, didn't win.
Who won? No, you wouldn't.
I don't know.
I
didn't
assume
write
you
that
wouldn't
down.
know, but yeah.
AARP, Movies for Grown-Ups Awards, our favorite awards. Better than the Oscars. Documentary, did not win. Critics' Choice Docs. Archival, did not win.
What?
Music, did not win.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, those are kind of surprising.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
That's it, yeah.
That's it for major.
I wouldn't have
Ish.
assumed it got a
Women's
lot.
Critics Circle isn't major.
Probably not. No.
I didn't.
Sorry.
I didn't mean that. There's
He
a
hates
high.
women.
No, wait. I'm just saying. There's another awards circle with female critics that's higher on the chain than that.
Which one is that?
It's the other one. I forget. I don't pay attention to those women critics.
Yes. Alright.
All right.
Finishing thoughts?
Good movie. I'm sorry I had to point out.
Oh, that
That shit.
fucking put it. Yeah, I know. This has nothing to do with him.
But those other guys are really cool. Aretha Franklin.
Aretha Franklin, very talented. Good, very good live
I want
the
the
Reverend.
I forgot his name, the Reverend, but I want to
Oh,
point out his name.
please do, yeah.
James Cleveland.
Yeah. There
Master of Ceremonies. James Cleveland. And the choir, directed by Alexander Hamilton.
Oh my god, yeah, what a fucking epic name.
Yeah.
Yeah. Choir went crazy.
Yeah.
Also the audience. The audience was really into it.
Oh, yeah.
And rightfully so, but I mean, I love the audience interaction in it.
Yeah.
Like, that was something that was really fun.
They had to hold down a woman.
Yeah, oh my god, yeah, she was...
Near the end.
Yeah, I remember that. She was having an experience, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
The
CL Franklin.
reproduction was produced by Spike Lee. Thought I'd point that out.
Oh, really?
Saw his name in the credits.
I didn't actually notice that.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, good.
A lot of producers. There's a whole list of producers on the IMDb and Wikipedia.
Yeah. I think this is it is a very kind of important piece of media, in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
Again, one of the best-selling gospel albums. Now you can put, like, you know... like
Visuals
it actually,
to it.
yeah. Like, you can actually have a visual to it, right?
And it's full of sweat.
Full of sweat, man. Now you know. Now you know.
And a whole crowd of Christians just like...
And Mick Jagger.
And Mick Jagger and Charlie Watts.
And a pedophile. Everyone's
and
here.
A bunch of inexperienced cameramen.
Yeah. It was okay.
Didn't really
yeah.
like the camera work.
Yeah, there was a lot of refocusing in the shots.
Yes.
A lot.
Yeah.
Which, like, I don't know. I
wish they rehearsed it, man.
Can't shit on it.
They did not.
Can't shit on it that much. It is
I
a
can
live
absolutely
performance.
shit on it.
You do you, man. Okay, so overall, as your pick, what did you think?
Good movie.
Okay.
Good movie.
And there you have it.
There we have it. What do you think?
Good.
Good movie.
Good movie. Next. Oh.
Next up.
All right.
What's this movie? Huh? This movie, produced by Michael Bay, Andrew Form, and Brad Fuller, directed by John Krasinski?
What?
What is this movie, huh?
All right. Let's go to my pick now. Let's go to a real movie.
This guy. Fucking hell.
All right.
Oh, God.
We're doing A Quiet Place.
Yes.
Yes. So A Quiet Place, if you're not familiar with, it's a place, and it's really quiet in this movie.
Now, what's the plot of this movie?
It's really quiet. Okay, so there's these creatures that came onto Earth, and they can't see, but they can hear really well. And if you make a sound, they'll fucking kill you. And that's basically it. It follows this family on a farm. They lost their youngest child because he was a fucking idiot.
Well, he's 4.
I'm sorry.
He
Yeah,
likes
that's
the
okay.
rocket.
Yeah. They lost their youngest child. Now it takes place a year later. And it stars John Krasinski and Emily Blunt. Emily Blunt is pregnant because John Krasinski cannot hold himself back, apparently.
Emily Blunt, man.
I mean, Emily Blunt, yeah. Real life married couple.
Yeah.
Real life married couple. I think this is their first time working together on screen. Or at least, post-married, I think.
I don't know.
I don't know if they did before. I think so.
I don't follow the Blunt Krasinski.
Oh, okay. Anyways, they have 2 remaining kids.
One of them's deaf.
One of them's deaf, and actually played by a deaf actress.
Millicent Simmons.
Yes, and you know what? I think they, really made an effort to find, a deaf leading, a deaf actress, which is really cool.
Oh, yeah.
And I think pretty important, especially, I feel like...
Yeah.
Yeah, 2018, I feel like people are caring more about that, but it does help the overall quality of the movie. She is a huge character. I think, her, disability does play a big part into it.
It's the reason they all survive.
It's literally the reason they all survive, which is fucking crazy.
No sign language.
Yeah, thank God for that, I guess. But yeah. Did I cover the plot there? I think so.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Thoughts, Cindy? Actually, yeah, thoughts. Oh no.
Well, this
Oh no.
it's the first time I watched this movie, A Quiet Place. I remember hearing a lot about it. I think I was at the tail end of my elementary school career when this
Really?
came out. Grade 8, end of grade 8
shit.
for me.
All right, yeah.
Because I'm 2 years younger than you.
Mm-hmm.
You know? I know that makes you feel old,
Yeah.
but it shouldn't because
shouldn't.
that's stupid.
Yeah. It doesn't.
Ah, you're stupid. Grade 8, I remember a lot of people watching this because it is a PG-13 horror movie.
All right, yeah. Right.
Got a lot of critical attention, commercial attention too.
Mm-hmm.
Made a lot of money, shit ton of money at the box office.
Shit ton.
I remember specifically someone coming up to me while this was in theaters, a friend in grade 8, saying something along the lines of, sound design is so cool. You can hear an alarm clock on one side of the theater.
Yeah.
This would have been great to watch in the theater. That was my main takeaway. Did you watch it?
I've seen it in the theater.
Ah,
I was a fucking punk child, I think.
punk child.
I don't know.
A lot of people watch this. I don't know.
I know. I do remember watching it, and I think it was like an empty-ish theater.
That would have been a...
But it was like
That's
with a group of people, and I wasn't.
Were they silent?
No. So that didn't help, I guess. But I was also like, that was a punk child at that point. I don't know, punk teenager. Right?
It's hard to imagine you being punk at all.
No, punk isn't the word. I mean like a punk, a little brat.
Oh. You're like
Yeah,
Bart
that's
Simpson.
Yeah. It was a little Bart.
Mm-hmm.
No, it wasn't that bad. But I don't think I was like. I don't remember too much from that theater experience. That's all I'll say.
No.
But I have watched it like afterwards, and this is my first time revisiting it in like a few years.
Mm-hmm.
I did really like it. You didn't?
I thought it was good.
It is a very good
It's
movie.
a good movie.
It's a very unique premise, obviously, and I think its approach is very cool. Because I mean, that's like the gimmick of the film.
Mm-hmm.
No one talks, very silent.
No one talks.
No one talks. Do you find that to be a bad thing, or like...
I find it to be a very good thing, especially because when they do talk, the dialogue is horrendous.
Yeah, I mean...
It's pretty bad.
It's not the best. Okay.
It's pretty bad.
Sure, yeah. I mean, yeah, I don't know if these two writers are...
Scott Beck and Brian Woods.
I think this was a good script, though.
Mm-hmm.
It is like a good script, a good premise.
Yeah.
It makes for a very good horror film, but obviously, also like family drama.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it succeeds at that. You have John Krasinski and Emily Blunt, who are a real life married couple. Mm-hmm. I think, you know what? I think that's pretty cool.
I wouldn't work on a film set with my partner at all. I don't know what they were thinking.
No,
I know a lot of people do that.
I did read into it a bit. So this was like their first like experience doing this, and obviously like he was like, yeah, I don't know if I want to bring this to her, because like I don't know if if she says no, that'll be one thing. I don't want her to feel like she's forced into it. That's another thing. So apparently they were like on a plane going to like option the film or something, and she was like, yeah, I'll read the script, right? And then she read it, and then I guess she was like just involved in that point, you know, like that was
like fell in love head over heels
with this script and character.
Yeah.
And then they were kind of in it, and I do imagine that could be a scary thing to do.
Yeah,
I guess if they're like a steady couple, then I don't know. But that is
even
like,
with steady relationships.
That is a fucking weird thing.
There's a lot of stress and fighting that goes into a a film's production.
Especially with,
on
like,
a
first
on a
time.
set.
No, I guess
It's not his first.
It's a second, right?
Third.
Third.
It's his third.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
He did Interviews with Hideous Men.
Oh, my
That was
God,
his
I forgot
first
about that.
movie.
Yeah.
Then...
Like an indie comedy after that?
Yeah.
Right?
An indie movie that was, like... Had, like, it was a real movie. Hideous Men, I think, was mob produced.
Okay, yeah. Sure.
What do you call those?
Mob.
Money laundering scheme?
What?
I don't know. I'm making a joke. That's what I'm doing.
That's a very good joke, Sidney.
Thank you.
Anyways. Okay.
This is his third movie.
Third time director.
First time non-comedy.
This
is from John Krasinski, who's...
Comedy man.
Yeah.
Comedy man, John Krasinski. Yeah, it's a very, like, different shift in his career. The Office has ended, obviously, at this point for a few years now.
But he's still the Office guy.
But he's still... Yeah, fuck yeah, he's still the Office guy. I think to this day, he's still the Office guy.
To this day.
Which is kind of like a hard thing, you know?
But he's moved into, like, Office guy / director.
Yeah, he's done a lot more. Well, he was in that Jack Ryan show recently.
Right, he is Jack Ryan.
Like, and that was a pretty big, like, dramatic kind of, like, action thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty good show, actually. But, anyways, I think it's, like, it's such a weird shift to see, from that to this, like, kind of low-key, kind of, like, horror movie, in a sense. And I think he did a pretty damn good job. But I think, that would have been a pretty stressful for him. Mm-hmm. He seems like a chill dude, though. Maybe he managed it.
Yeah, they're still together. He was on the Oppenheimer press tour.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Did you see that?
No, I didn't.
He was just tagging along.
That's awesome.
It was
he should have been in
Cillian
Oppenheimer.
Murphy, Christopher Nolan, Robert Downey Jr., Emily Blunt, John Krasinski.
They should have got him in that movie.
That
He should have looked at the
sucked.
camera like this. So that's the Office.
That's the Jim face.
That's the Jim face, yeah.
Steven is making the Jim face at me. Steven makes the Jim face at me every day of our lives.
That's just me looking at you, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't do it that well.
You do it every day, man.
Okay, I'll get better at it then. Maybe. Actually,
You're
maybe I won't get
perfect
better.
at it.
Fucking
You're the
hell.
best.
But yeah, it was a very different direction for John Krasinski, and I think a lot of people saw him differently, kind of after this.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And that good for him, man. Good for him. But
I
after this movie,
I think he directs the shit out of this movie. I will say.
yeah, totally. It is a very well directed movie. Mm-hmm. But I think after this, I don't know if he's doing as good.
What
as
do you mean? A Quiet Place Part 2?
Oh, what do you mean? If?
What? I knew that.
You knew that.
Yeah.
I don't know if... Okay, I'll get into this, but I don't think A Quiet Place 2 necessarily should have existed. Mm-hmm. I should say, I originally picked this movie because of the new Quiet Place Part 1 that is in theaters right now. Day one, whatever. Fucking.
This is A Quiet Place Part 1.
This is A Quiet Place Part 1. Yes, Day 1, which is in theaters right now. So I thought it'd be appropriate to go back to what started it all, because 5 years... Oh, God, this has been more than 5 years. 7 years, 6 years later... 6 years later, we already got 3 Quiet Place movies.
Yeah.
First and second were directed by John Krasinski. I'm assuming they'll do one after. I think it's in production.
Yeah.
It's in production. Also probably going to be directed by Krasinski if I saw. I don't know.
Probably. I would think
Anyways, I do not think this is a movie series that needed sequels or prequels. I think it's a very well one-off movie.
Yeah.
It's very smart in the fact it starts in like the middle of it all.
Yeah.
And I think that's so cool. You kind of just have to assume a lot of what happened and how they survived, which when going to the prequel, Day 1, which I have seen, and I don't want to get into it too much, but I will say...
Get into a little.
I just don't want to spoil it. But I will say, it's not very smart in the way it like manages to introduce the characters to it all. Minor spoiler here, I will say my biggest question going into day one would be like, oh, I wonder how people are going to find out that the monsters react to sound and cannot see, right? Because, like, a lot of frantic things happening, like, you know, like, how do people figure this out? How long does it take? What's the process behind that? Yeah, they just skip over that entirely. She gets knocked out, and then she wakes up, and everyone's like, shh. And then it's just assumed, which is so fucking dumb.
Lame.
This movie,
Cheap.
I like the original, because, yeah, it does kind of just put you in the middle of it all. You kind of have to figure some stuff out. Mm-hmm. It's very cool, like, its approach with how it shows the creatures as well. Doesn't explain too much about them, because obviously you don't know.
Nothing.
Very isolated.
It explains nothing.
Huh?
It explains nothing.
Explains nothing, but it also shows the creatures, I think, in the best way out of all these three movies. Mm-hmm. Because, oh my god, coming from fucking day one to this, I kind of like, I don't know, those they're just kind of like creatures and like you're used to them. Alright, they're running over, you kind of see them in like wide shots. Not as freaky in a way. Like they're still freaky, but it doesn't really like freaky. It doesn't really like, there's like no kind of like, they're not as alien as they should be in a sense, like to a viewer. Like this one, you get those like, you get those close-ups of like its face, and inside you can like see how it hears, and like it just looks so fucking freaky. I swear to God, there was like a shot of its leg or something, and it looked like a crab claw, which was so fucking cool. I'm like, oh, you don't get any of that in like the newer ones. I'm like, it looks so much fucking creepier and scarier, and I think it lands on those horror elements more.
This movie is great at showing and not telling.
Oh, completely. And that's why
they literally can't tell. They can't have like,
and that's why
John Krasinski like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
They landed. I know, Dad.
Basically what the other movies do. And they're all isolated too. Like you don't see any other characters besides one person later on in the movie.
Yeah.
Like the old man.
Yeah.
Who goes,
Yeah. Love that guy.
Love that guy. We love that guy. Yeah, but you don't see anyone, and you kind of like, I think this would have worked so much better as a one-off, because like, kind of just like left to like imagine like how many people are really left. They're sending out all these SOS signals. Is anyone left? Like, is anyone actually as smart as them? Probably not. They're very resourceful to like a point where I'm like, God damn, you know what I mean? Could never be me.
Yeah.
Could never, like, I would not last, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're
Let's
like...
start recording a podcast.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'd crunch down on my bag of chips. I know that for a fact. I don't think I could last without chips for that long. Just a quick fact.
I would give birth to a baby.
I'd give birth and I'd scream. I don't know how the fuck that baby didn't come out crying.
Yeah.
That was...
What the fuck?
I don't know.
Maybe they cut away and the creatures are distracted.
Yeah, but don't babies cry for a really long time? I don't know. I mean, it started crying afterwards, but like, still, I don't fucking know. Came out calm as hell. I wish I was that chill, man. Just a dumb idea overall to have a baby, but whatever.
Well, I think it works. It adds a shit ton of tension.
Oh yeah, God.
Shit, because you know about the. Because you know all about giving birth. How much she's gonna scream.
Yeah.
How much the baby's gonna scream when it comes out.
Yeah.
How much. There's no doctors around, man.
Oh no, yeah.
She had to
What the fuck's the plan here?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I will say,
maybe they didn't have safe abortions.
Hey, man. 2 words. Abortion.
That's 1 word.
What? Okay, moving on.
All right.
You know about the conservatives really love this movie.
No.
Like,
What?
there's a big thing about whether this movie is a conservative movie. The filmmakers have denied it because they went in wanting to make a horror movie.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay. Why so, though?
Well, because she chooses to have a baby. That's it.
That's it? Oh.
Pretty much. And definitely has that vibe in a way. Like,
I mean, it's like...
the family's a bunch of, like,
Yeah.
Aryan-looking white people.
Sure.
Like, the
mean,
most
they're farm
beautiful couple.
Okay.
If you're Hitler.
Yeah.
But they're gorgeous. They're good looking.
They're good looking. Emily Blunt.
Yeah. Too good looking, I
Ooh.
think, but...
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
know what
yeah,
I mean? Like you did yourself up, man. Come on. Mm-hmm. In this world, come on. There's
Come on,
monsters running around here.
Yeah. Yeah.
What was I saying?
I don't know. Did you have a point with that?
Not really.
It's a
They use
conservative
guns
movie.
a lot too.
On farmland?
On farmland.
I mean, I would assume.
They're a
yeah.
bunch of hicks.
I
Beautiful
don't
hicks.
think this is a conservative movie. I
I
gotta
don't
say.
think so either. It
That's
has
fucking stupid.
literally no political intention at all.
Oh god, no. Yeah. I should say I was making a point.
She's pregnant because it adds tension. They have guns because there's monsters, and they're white because it's John Krasinski and Emily Blunt, and they wanted to do the movie.
Hell yeah.
Go on.
What was I saying? Yeah. Anyway, so they're like,
I'm sorry about
fucking
that.
hell.
I had to bring it up.
Shut the
it's
fuck
a
up.
big thing.
All right. I have never heard about that. But...
I have. Bitch.
Anyways.
Go on.
So yeah, you're not really like, you don't know a lot about the world or the state it's in, right?
Yeah.
But the second one, there's a whole town here.
Cillian Murphy.
And there's just like a whole society, and it's like, oh, that's kind of stupid. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
People like that movie, man.
I don't. Have you seen it?
No.
Oh, well, you haven't seen the first. I don't like it at all, I will say. I don't think it holds up at all. I don't think it's, like, holds up to this at all. I think this should have just been a one-off. That's it.
I agree.
End it there. Very good, contained story.
Very contained.
Very contained. And I like that a lot. I like how it's contained. I like the gimmick of it all.
Right.
It uses sound, yes, in a very good and smart
The sound...
sound.
It practically goes without saying. The sound
We'll
is
talk
excellent
about
in this
that.
movie.
We'll talk about
We
that.
can talk
but-
about it... Finish your point.
Yeah, but very good contained movie. They're making so many. Definitely didn't hit a fucking day one.
A lot.
I think that was like, I don't know. I was kind of like hoping that the day one they would have done something
Is it
interesting.
Michael
with that.
Sarnowski, the guy who made Pig?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And Alex Wolff, who was in Pig, is also in this.
Oh, good for them.
Good for them, but like in a smaller role, I guess you can
He
kind
has
of
a cameo.
His
His head gets blown off.
No, bigger than that. But yeah, I don't know, man. He has gone from indie movie Pig to this big studio horror film.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't like that pipeline.
It definitely tries to be more character driven, and I don't think character driven.
The worst part of this movie, the first movie, is the character.
What? Who? Which characters?
John Krasinski and his daughter.
Really?
That's the weakest link for me.
I think it definitely is like it's a simple character thing, but
Yeah,
I think it works.
Yeah, not to say that
I think it works.
I would no. I go back. It's not the weakest link at all.
It shouldn't be.
No, God no. But
what's your weakest link then?
The ending.
Yeah.
I don't.
Okay, that's fair enough.
I don't like like zooms in on her cocking her gun,
and then just cuts.
I don't like this movie giving me a ray of hope. Maybe a ray of hope.
What?
Not this. This is a lot of rays, man.
Okay.
You know what? That whole thing with the hearing aid. It's so cheap, man. I don't like that at all.
What? Which thing?
Where the deaf girl has her hearing aid, and whenever the monster comes by, it starts like going nuts because it can't stand the frequency of the hearing aid.
Yeah. That's cheap? It makes sense.
I don't think so, man. That comes out of nowhere.
Nowhere. Just trying to, I don't know.
What are you?
These monsters
Scientist?
Yes, I am, in fact.
Sorry, doctor.
Listen, man, these monsters don't like, they're very sensitive to sound, man. These extremely high frequencies, I don't think they'll like that very much. If I started playing, ear-destroying sounds right now, I don't think you'll like that much either.
No. But, I mean...
Okay.
The fact that the monster shows up and she can immediately sense it because the hearing aid is going off because of the monster, I don't understand that. What about the monster is so is it because it's from space? Is that why?
I don't think it's 'cause
Is it like
space.
when there's a meteor around and the compasses go all whack? That's science.
Wait,
That's real life science.
I guess it was fucking with the frequencies of the TV. Do you remember that?
Maybe, I don't know.
Like when it comes into the cellar and the TVs start going all like staticky and crazy.
Oh, I didn't make any correlation with that.
So I guess
just in one ear, out the other.
All right, man. All right. It might have been some space shit. I don't know enough about hearing aids to understand the fucking.
Yeah. Look,
it makes sense to me.
Doesn't make sense to me. No, I can't accept it.
You can't accept it?
Too easy.
Too easy. All right.
It's Deus Ex Machina to me.
Yeah. They set it up before. I don't know. A bit.
Not good enough.
Not good enough.
Not well enough. Nope. Don't like it.
All right.
I can tell you what I do like about this movie.
Yes.
Looks gorgeous. Mm-hmm. Great looking movie. Mm-hmm. Holy shit. The color coding is just like, oh, God. So contrasty.
Yeah, it is.
In a way, but it works really well.
Yeah. I think the setting is a big part of that.
Yeah.
Also.
Like how it's mostly set during the night.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Set during one day, we should say.
Right.
Pretty much.
Two.
A single 24 hours.
I guess. Even making it even more contained.
Mm-hmm. I think Millicent Simmons is very good in this movie. I also think John Krasinski is very good.
Yeah.
This is my two favorite performances, I think.
Oh, definitely.
Out of the cast of 4 people.
I think they were all very strong.
They were all very strong.
Oh, they were all very strong.
Simmons really stood out to me.
I don't know. Emily Blunt holding back all like the pain and shit.
Yeah. That's
great.
That's very good. Yes.
Yeah, they're all great. I think they all work very well together.
Oh yeah.
And this movie has a lot of fucking like different points of tension. It's a very tense movie, and it all happens kind of very fast. You get a big like kind of
90 minutes as we said before.
But it all happens like in like the last half an hour. I think it comes together
pretty much.
It does, yeah. It's fucking shocking how fast it kind of goes.
Mm-hmm. She has the baby like halfway through.
More. It's like even... I guess, yeah. Yeah, it is kind of like halfway through. The fucking nail scene, Sidney.
A fucking nail. Oh my
god.
Fiddle-dee-dee. That will require a tetanus shot.
Yeah. At least. Holy shit. She's given fucking birth, her water broke, and she's fucking steps on this nail.
She's dying.
It's like, 3-4 inch nail? Like straight through the foot? Oh. Have you ever stepped on a nail before?
No.
I think I have when I was younger.
Oh.
Like one of... It wasn't like... It was pretty big, honestly. Hurt like hell, and I fucking screamed.
Yeah. Everyone's walking around barefoot. Too.
Everyone's walking... Well...
That's what I was thinking about. John Krasinski was directing this movie without any socks.
He was, yeah.
Yeah.
Good for him.
No, that's...
I hope
you know the Sidney Lumet book, Making Movies,
Yeah.
where he just gives advice on how to make movies?
Don't wear shoes or socks.
No, that's one of the things he says.
What?
Is wear socks
Why?
to make movies,
Yeah.
because you should be wearing socks.
Why?
I don't know, but it's Sidney Lumet.
I don't know. John Krasinski did
That
it.
made Dog Day Afternoon.
So you're saying he was wearing socks when he made that movie?
When he made Dog Day Afternoon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. What's his worst movie? Hold on.
I don't know.
I bet he wasn't wearing socks during that one.
Oh yeah, I think he was completely barefoot making a The Morning After with Jane Fonda. That's not a good movie.
Oh my fucking god, he made The Wiz.
Oh yeah.
Think he was wearing socks on that one?
I don't know. I haven't seen it.
The Wiz?
I haven't seen it.
You think it's any good?
I haven't seen it.
You know The Wiz?
I know The Wiz
Michael Jackson?
and Diana Ross.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
I know you haven't seen it.
Have
You
you?
don't know anything about it though?
It's Black Wizard of Oz. I know it.
Okay.
Richard Pryor is the Scarecrow. I don't know.
I don't know. Whatever. Fuck The Wiz.
Have you seen it?
No.
Why fuck The Wiz then?
I don't know. It looks terrible.
I heard it's pretty good.
What?
I don't know.
Okay,
Why
maybe
the
we gotta
fuck
watch.
are we talking about The Wiz?
Maybe we gotta watch The Wiz tonight.
This is a full fucking 50,000 steps away from.
Hey man,
The
you started
Quiet
talking
Place.
about Lumet and his feet.
Well, I didn't want to talk about The Wiz. I wanted to talk about like Dog Day Afternoon. It's a great movie.
That's not any better than The Wiz.
Well, the Dog Day Afternoon, it takes place during one day. Like many great movies.
We don't know The Wiz doesn't.
Fuck off. Let's stop talking about the fucking
All right,
Wiz.
we'll
I'm
go back
trying
to
to
Quiet-
transition back into A Quiet Place, which is a pretty good movie.
Probably better than The Wiz.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm
I don't want to watch The Wiz tonight.
What?
Okay? It's like 3 hours long.
What?
Jesus Christ. Can we talk about A Quiet Place? Oh my god.
It's 2 hours. Okay. Yes.
We
We can talk about A Quiet Place now.
Yes, because that's what. That's why I brought you here today.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Talk about A Quiet
A
Place.
Quiet Place.
Directed by John Krasinski.
Krasinski.
Very good direction, not a good screenplay. That's
It
my
is a good
verdict.
screenplay.
Nah.
The screenplay itself,
It's fine. It's fine.
I thought it was pretty good.
It's fine.
I thought it was pretty good.
Movie looks great though.
It does a lot of smart things.
Acted very well.
Yes.
Krasinski, good director. I'll say it.
Yeah, he is a good director.
This is the only thing I've seen him.
It's probably the best thing he's done.
I should assume so.
I would definitely assume so.
Yeah.
It's definitely like highlight. I hope he does more things than fucking If.
Yeah.
He's
We're-
he's really into these big monster movies now, like A
Yeah.
Quiet Place and If.
If you were deciding for John Krasinski, what's his next move then? Should he go back to like comedies?
Well, no,
No.
I don't think so.
Another horror
Yeah,
outside the Quiet Place.
but
universe?
ditch The Quiet Place. I don't know.
Yeah.
Ditch A Quiet Place. I mean, clearly he came in, like, he also has a story credit, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I think, like...
Not a story credit.
Screenplay credit, yeah. Sorry.
Story was by
Right.
those two guys.
So I think, like, what he was saying in an interview I've heard is, like... The original screenplay was, like, a lot more horror-based, and he came in and he kind of, like, drew on the family dynamic more.
I can see that.
And I think that's where
him and
better.
Blunt came to this movie after their second child.
Yeah, and it was also after their child. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
It's like a movie about, well, becoming a dad. I wouldn't say.
It's fucking insane that right after he has a child, he writes a movie where
His child
his child dies.
And he goes, see ya.
Yeah.
He just, yeah.
And he kills himself.
He kills
for his
himself
family.
and then leaves the mother all alone with these 3 children.
Yeah.
Maybe not the best call. I don't know.
He was sacrificing himself for those
guess.
kids.
I don't know. They looked fine.
Yeah. All she had to do was turn on her hearing aid.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. I mean,
You would have had a father.
I think she should have figured it out by then.
You think they just wanted John Krasinski out of it so he can like be behind the camera?
Yeah, maybe. I think that was maybe part of it.
Then again,
He's like, anytime I'm off camera, that's the best. Like, like the show Atlanta, like Donald Glover directs some episodes, and those are the episodes that he's not in at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
Like, I sort of imagine that a bit.
John's
with these actor directors.
Yeah, I don't know. What is John Krasinski's strength? I guess he's really good in The Office. I think that's what he's gonna be always known for.
I haven't watched The Office.
Well, that's fine. I think he's never gonna escape it.
No, that's what happens when you star on a very popular long-running sitcom.
But like he's done more than I guess. Like you see a lot of like the Office cast, and a lot of them aren't doing that much. Like obviously Steve Carell.
Yeah,
he's pretty Helms. Big. But with those, like Steve Carell left the show. Ed Helms was like a later addition.
Oh, I didn't know that.
He was a later addition. So it's kind of like when you talk about like the original Office cast, they're like really like all about like those Office years, Even now, I think one of them.
Oh yeah, two of them have a podcast.
Two of them, yeah. So like
Office ladies.
Jenna Fisher. Oh God, and the other one.
Jenna Fisher, Pam.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they
Pam
got
and Jim.
Office ladies. The guy who played Kevin.
The guy, yes.
You
Kevin.
don't know what you're talking about, so
Is
shut
that the
up
guy
here.
that spilled the beans?
Yeah, yes. Okay, you do know. I take that
I know
back.
that meme, okay?
Okay, he spilled the beans. He had like an Office retrospective series, and then like.
Oh boy.
And then.
Which one's the guy that tried to crowdfund his own spin-off show?
Yeah, Stanley, and that happened a few years ago, and like nothing happened with that. And it was such a fucking scam. Like, it was such an obvious scam.
Did he give people back their money yet?
No. I don't think people...
I thought I heard he was trying to do that.
Really? I don't think so. I think... Last I heard, they were still trying to, like, develop it, but it sounded like the most piece of shit thing ever. Like, it was like, now he's moving in with his nephew who runs a motorcycle garage, and their wacky antics,
Who the fuck cares?
Like... And they can't... I don't know if they can, like, legally use the character's name, so, like, just, like, Uncle Stanley or some shit. It's just fucking stupid. But I'm saying is, like, a lot of these people haven't, like, broke away. They're kind of just, like, living in that fame and that character. So they were for so long. I do admire John Krasinski.
He broke away.
He broke away.
He's Mr. Director now. And Jack Ryan.
And Jack Ryan, yeah. He's like one of the few, kind of, besides like,
Steve Carell.
Steve Carell at Helms. I guess, yeah. I admire it.
Will Ferrell broke away.
Will Ferrell was in 2 episodes, man. And
2 episodes?
He was in a few more. He was so shit in that. Oh, he was terrible. He was the absolute worst. He was one of the fucking worst arcs.
We'll talk about Will Ferrell. In a later episode.
Does he have a movie this year?
Yes.
What?
Yes. Him and John C. Reilly.
Oh, fuck, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay,
Oh, yes.
I guess we will. That would have would have made for a good double feature.
No.
Holmes and Watson and the Sisters Brothers. 2 period John C. Reilly movies. Which one would have been better? We don't know. We don't know now.
Yeah.
We just have to leave that up to our
Should be an
imaginations.
episode. We'll rewatch Sisters Brothers.
I actually like that. I would like to rewatch it. Anyways, Quiet Place, good.
Quiet Place.
I love the creature. The creature is so fucking creepy. I love the tension. I think the horror works well. I do think it's a good screenplay, whether you think about it or not. The gimmick works.
Music
Is very good. Very like the Sisters Brothers. It has a lot of like very somber and quiet moments, especially in like the first half. I've noticed you get a lot of these like piano string sections, very like kind of sad.
I don't think it's intrusive.
No,
which is
not
what
at all.
I was worried about going into this.
But here's the thing: it has to carry a lot of the movie.
Yeah.
Because you don't have a lot of these other sound elements, and you can't just keep it quiet all the time. Because even when you think about, like, yeah, the sound design's so good, a lot of the scenes are, like, pretty much fucking just quiet.
Just ambience.
And just ambient. And you don't even get a lot of ambience with it. So you do have to have something to carry that emotion, and I think the music, it serves, like, that purpose. But also, like, when you have more of, like, a horror scene, and more of, like, you know, this big tense scene, I think it works also very well there. So I thought the music worked very well. Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah. Sound design we talked about. Production design.
We can talk about sound design more.
Oh,
I don't think we talked about sound design enough.
You know what? You're absolutely right.
I would like to
sound design, like,
because this is a
completely
movie
carries this movie.
If any movie, I think this year, I think this is one of the more prominent ones we got to talk when it comes to sound design.
Yeah.
Very acclaimed for that. I think that's a lot of people's like takeaways, because like when you don't have a lot to hear, you kind of hone in on specific things.
Yes.
And I think again
That
through immersion,
that works. Every
works.
step is
Yes.
a danger, you know?
Yes.
Every crunch
It's
of the
very-
leaves.
Yes, it's a very big part of this story in and of itself. It's fucking called A Quiet Place, after all.
After all.
After all. So, I think the sound design is really great. And I think they actually, like, a lot of, like, I think some of the Foley was actually done in Toronto. It's done by, like, a Toronto studio. So that's kind of cool. I want to look into that now. That would be a fun job. Wouldn't that be a fun job?
Foley? Yeah.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Foley, fuck yeah. Oh my god. But I think the sound guys who came on this, or like the sound team, God, they worked on the Transformers movies.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm starting to wonder if that is part of the reason Michael Bay is a producer, or some connection between that.
Yeah, Michael Bay was the first guy who got the script.
Really?
Or he's the first one who, like, got into it.
That's interesting. Okay.
And obviously he wasn't going to direct this. After all, this is a
God, no.
low-budget
I would
horror
fucking
movie.
hate that.
Michael Bay, as infamous of a director as he is, I think he understands his limits.
Thank God for
All he makes are big bombastic action movies. I don't think
he cannot do a movie called A Quiet Place.
Yeah,
This man.
I doubt he would ever touch a quiet, somber horror movie.
Make a movie called The Loud Place, and he'll be all over that.
I'd go for that, man.
That's the whole movie. You gotta be loud, or else you'll be killed.
That's
That's my sequel pitch, man.
that's every Michael Bay movie.
That's every Michael Bay movie, yeah, that's... kind of just sounds like crank, I don't know.
Yeah, but it's like Oscar-winning sound crew. I think they're also the guys that did the Lord of the Rings movies.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Either way, this was very different for them. And I think that's interesting.
You need like a master sound crew to do this.
Yeah, but this is like... Yeah, it is like kind of like...
Guys.
I don't know. Going for from those things to this is very different, and you got to learn to be like... I don't know. You just got to learn to like hone into more specific things and be more careful with your sound and your choices.
Eric Adal and Ethan Van Der
Right, yeah.
were the sound editors.
Right, yeah.
Legendary duo.
Yeah,
They were nominated for an Oscar.
as they
We're
should have
not
been.
there yet, but
Yeah, no, as they should have been.
They were the lone Oscar nomination for A Quiet Place.
And I
Sound
think
editing. Not sound mixing.
No. And I think, like, there's probably movies out there this year, definitely, that probably have better sound editing.
Yeah.
But I think this one is just more, like, obvious, in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
And
like,
I think
as we know, it's not the best sound editing. Like, it didn't win that award.
But you can...
To Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh, fucking hell. Okay. But you can appreciate...
sound editing of the year.
You can appreciate what it is, right? You can, like, listen to every detail, and I think it's, like, it's great for that. And they did a really great job on it.
I think a lot of it is in the mixing. I don't know if you read this, but a lot of the sound was there was a lot of fully done in camera, and so they had to make the set absolutely.
I did read about this.
Stone cold quiet.
Yeah. For
those little tiny sounds to be amplified in post.
Yeah. Which fucking hell. Can you imagine that?
Oh God.
But I saw something move.
Probably my cat.
It was my hair.
Oh.
Anyway, sorry.
Yeah.
Continue. I did hear about
need a
that.
Comb?
No, I'm looking good.
He's not.
Oh, fuck.
You didn't hear that.
I heard that.
You didn't hear
Said
that.
I'm not.
You didn't. I didn't say anything. All right. Are you editing this? Do you think? Is it your turn? I did the last one.
Sure.
Are we doing turns?
I don't know.
Keep this in.
Okay. Anyways.
Production design.
Very, very good. Especially because this takes place, obviously, on a farmhouse. Post-apocalyptic. Apocalyptic. But, like, I think the farmhouse is very lived in. And you look in, like, the cellar, the basement. And I think that's where, like, a lot of my appreciation comes from. You got all, like, you know, like, these jars and the TVs and stuff. And you can, like, you can see how prepared they are. But it just, it looks very, very good.
Yeah?
Yes?
I didn't like the cellar that much.
Really?
It didn't feel as lived in as it should have felt.
I thought it did.
Felt very cliche. He had the whiteboard.
Okay, maybe the whiteboard.
What is their weakness?
Okay, maybe the whiteboard. But I'm not talking...
Can you be more on the nose?
I'm not fucking talking about the whiteboard here.
A lot of this movie is how on the nose can you get.
Oh.
While also following the show don't tell rule.
Okay.
To a T.
Sure. I do think... This is kind of stupid, but they have, like, hung up portraits in their house. Mm-hmm. Seems like a stupid idea. I don't know. What if one of them falls?
Oh yeah.
There's like a whole row of, like, hung up portraits, like 10 in a row. That sounds like such a dumb idea.
Yeah.
One falls, you're fucked.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I do like the production design. It does, like, how they set out sand.
Yeah, that too.
On, like, everywhere they go.
The red bulb specifically look great.
Yeah.
Like, just, like, the way they, like, hung up. Also, another thing, like, this was an actual farm they were doing this on, right?
And they planted corn.
They
got New York farmers to come in.
They had to do this,
New
like...
York.
They had to do this before pre-production. Imagine that. Before pre-production started, they had to plant the corn.
They don't even know...
Because you had to, like...
if they're gonna film it.
Yeah, because you had to do it, like... They had to grow, like, 8 feet tall.
It's the power of Michael Bay.
It's the power of fucking Michael Bay.
Got a lot of sway, man.
Yeah.
Sway
Anyways.
the
Bay. So, yeah, very contained. Like, you don't get a lot of locations, but I do think the locations do feel very lived in.
Yes.
Maybe the whiteboard. Maybe that is a bit stupid. But...
He's got a pile of hearing aids just sitting on his desk.
That shows he's been trying to do this for a while.
A ton of TVs. Of course.
It makes sense. He wants to keep an eye on everything. I don't know.
5 Nights at Freddy's.
Next.
Why is the crosswalk sign the just like limped over on day 89? You know? The first day they show where the kid dies.
Okay. The crosswalk sign is...
Yeah. Just got bashed in half.
I don't know.
why.
One of the creatures probably ran into it.
I'm sure.
That'll do it. That's what you're wondering? In this whole movie? All these unanswered questions, and that's what you're wondering?
It's a plot hole. And I don't like plot holes.
How's that a plot
Kill
hole?
all the plot holes.
Okay.
Your movie sucks, man.
Yeah.
Krasinski. I'm here to tell you your movie
CinemaSins.org. Ding.
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 Scene does not contain lap dance.
Ding. Did not get hard.
Did not get hard. Ding. Cinematography. Gorgeous.
Mwah. Mwah.
Makeup. Too pretty.
Yeah. Sure.
Too pretty. Should have been like the Sisters Brothers. They're all sweaty and gross.
Yeah.
Why would they put on makeup?
Oh, I actually agree. Okay.
Yeah.
Because they do feel like a very, like, how do I say? Even though it is the apocalypse, I feel like they do feel like still, like, very well kept.
Uh-huh.
They're doing their laundry, obviously. They're still, like,
yeah.
I don't know, their house is still, like, nicely kept. They're still, like, they feel like that kind of, like, American family.
Yeah.
They're that conservative American family, man.
Yeah, I do I
So
do feel that, but I
works.
feel like you could have gotten that across while also having Emily Blunt not look really made up.
And I think that...
And
sure.
John Krasinski's beard, expertly trimmed.
Sure, I don't know. I do think that also comes across in the costumes, though, to get back to my point.
Yeah.
Like, it does feel like a very American family.
Mm-hmm.
Especially, like, in, like, Emily Blunt's dresses and stuff, when she wears. That comes across very well, and I think that, like, the costumes kind of help heighten that.
Yeah.
So,
good costume design.
Yeah, costume design. Love to see it.
Editing. Good.
Yeah, good.
Not poorly done.
Definitely not poorly done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Effects?
Very, very good.
Oh, yeah.
The creatures look fucking amazing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like, not only in terms of design, but like, oh my god. I mean, okay, the design alone, fucking amazing.
Yeah,
and I think
Christ.
this is your introduction to the creatures. These are, I don't even know what the fuck they're called. This is the best they've looked in any of the movies.
You don't know what anything's called. You don't know the names of the characters. They don't reveal them.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Just in the they're in the
Yeah,
credits.
yeah, you're right.
Like, when they're...
Mom, daughter...
When mom and dad are talking in the basement,
father.
They don't mention their children by name.
Yeah. Oh, shit, that's true.
They go out of their way to say, where is he? Where is our children?
Mm.
She will be all right. I will find them.
Yeah.
That's how you know they're not conservative. They're using pronouns.
Yeah.
I think the creatures are the main effects of them. They're the only real effects, but they're very good. You can tell they had it. It was relatively low budget, not like low, but 14 million.
Okay, yeah, but then again, very minimal locations, minimal cast. Director is the actor. And his wife is the fucking...
And his wife is...
So, like, yeah. But yeah, no, I can see that.
Pretty small crew. I looked through the crew on IMDb.
Oh, I can imagine.
Very small.
I mean, also, if you got to keep an on-set crew very quiet...
Like, their craft services must have been really fucking good.
Yeah. Oh, I would have loved...
14 million seems too high for this movie, if I'm being completely real.
I don't think at all.
Yeah?
No.
They spent a lot on marketing. Like, that's what I found interesting about the Wikipedia for this. They list the marketing expenses pretty much, which you never get.
Yeah.
90 million to put up stuff to put up for posters around...
90 million?
Oh, yeah.
What?
Yeah.
The budget of the movie was 14 million.
Oh, yeah.
And the marketing was 90?
It worked out in the end, man. The Quiet Place?
Holy shit, okay. That's kind of shocking. I guess it didn't really need more of a budget in terms of the actual movie itself, but still.
Mm-hmm.
Looked great. Genuinely looked so great.
Good.
Creatures look real and terrifying. I would shit my pants if I saw those.
This movie was critical success. Critics, audiences loved it. Industry loved it.
Loved it.
Academy Award, 1 nomination, sound editing.
Yeah.
Like we said before, not mixing. This was the penultimate year where these categories were separated. 2020 they combined into one sound category, which is probably for the best.
Yeah, I think not enough people know about the
Yeah,
difference, and it's like...
I barely know the difference.
Sure.
When we do our awards in 5 years when we finish.
Oh, okay.
I moved to include these categories as one.
I'll probably agree with that, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Nevertheless, I have the mixers and editors as nominees.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Sound editing, that is Adal and Van der Ring, loses.
Ah.
BAFTA award for sound, loses.
Hmm.
Golden Globe score, does not win.
Okay, makes sense.
Critics' choice, young performer for Millicent Simmons, deserved, didn't win.
Ah.
Nomination for original screenplay.
Oh?
And best sci-fi / horror movie wins.
Okay.
That's a weird combination of genres.
Yeah.
Sci-fi / horror.
Okay. Sure.
Anyway, Producers Guild of America. Best Picture nominee. Or Best Produced Movie, but basically Best Picture.
Uh-huh.
Writers Guild of America. Original Screenplay nomination. Screenplay's not that good, but bah.
Okay.
I guess
I don't know
that's the one
I think
category
it's
you
pretty
can
good.
kind of put that in. Screen Actors Guild of America. Best Supporting Actress for Emily Blunt, which she wins.
Yo,
Yeah.
good for her. That's awesome.
This was, as of right now, this is the last SAG win to not be Oscar nominated.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, okay.
This also brings me into Oscar categories.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think she's supporting Emily Blunt or lead?
Who would be the lead if she's not the lead?
I want to say, this is my suggestion, but
I think she's the lead.
I think lead actor John Krasinski
Yeah.
and lead actress is Millicent Simmons. I think Emily Blunt is supporting. She's
I don't
not
know.
really in it a lot per se, and she only really has that one big moment where her birth scene.
Okay.
I think Krasinski and Simmons are the two leads. But I would like to hear you out, good sir.
I think she's the lead. I don't know. Krasinski's obviously the lead there. I don't know. I think she's the lead.
Yeah?
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
Not making a good case for yourself.
Yeah.
We should decide on this, because we bring this up in episodes, but we never fully decide.
I'll go with what you say.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
I don't think either of them are gonna be the winners for this year, but song.
Sure.
And I think both of them have pretty good performances and probably equal screen time.
Okay. All right.
So I'm not I am definitely leaning, obviously, towards Emily Blunt, but, I'll go with what you say.
I think she has the less major role in the film.
Okay.
Or more minor, I mean, God
Yeah,
damn.
less major, more
Less
minor.
major.
Same thing.
Same
Okay.
thing, but...
Sure, man, sure.
Well, Steven.
Oh, well.
Well, I see you have some picks for next episode.
Oh.
What movies are we going to cover on episode 4 of The Better Picture? I'm talking like a 1940s radio announcer.
Alright, you gotta continue that voice for the rest of the episode.
No, I won't. Fuck you.
Alright, my pick. Very similar to this episode. I'm picking a movie that's getting a sequel right now.
I think I know which one you're talking
I think you know too. I'm
Yeah.
picking...
I think we've been talking
I
about
kind
this for a
of
bit.
have to do this. I did want to do something else, but
If you weren't gonna pick this, I was gonna pick it.
I'll pick it. I'm curious to hear your pick. Just don't pick something like Overboard or... Oh, fuck you.
No, I'm
Don't.
not. I'm not. Don't
Okay.
worry.
My pick is Deadpool 2.
What the fuck?
I know, I'm sorry.
Nah, I haven't seen a Deadpool movie.
This is a good place to start. I think it's... Well, there's only 2 really out right now.
There's a third one coming out
It's
this
better.
Friday.
It's better than the first. You know what? I think it's better than the first, and I think it's going to be
Interesting.
better than the third.
All right. I can't wait to watch
Yes.
Deadpool 2.
Woo! What's your pick, What's your pick?
So, Steven, we've covered 9 movies so far.
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah. You know what they all have in common?
They
Two
were
things.
released in 2018.
Well, yeah, that, I guess, yeah. But, 1,
They scared me.
they're all American.
Oh, God.
And 2, they're all directed by men.
Oh, disgusting. Yeah.
Okay. I want to change at least one of those next episode.
Not both?
Not both, no.
Okay. What's your pick, then?
Which one should I fix?
Are you asking me?
Yeah, should I go international film or female director? Because whichever one you don't pick, I'll just
We should
pick
probably...
pick again the next episode, I think.
It would be interesting to cover an international one.
Yeah? That's one you're going with?
Sure, fuck it.
Well,
Oh, no.
we are going to the land of Romania.
Yo, we're watching Roma.
That's not what Romania is.
Are we watching Cold War? No.
We are not watching
Cold War
War.
is Poland.
We are watching I Do Not Care If We Go Down in History
Yo!
as Barbarians by
Sorry.
Radu Jude. That's a man, yeah. I don't think I checked his page.
That is a man, yes.
Yeah, it might have been a woman, and I would have...
It is a man.
Yeah.
Okay. Good pick.
All right.
I'm spinning the wheel now.
Okay. Ooh,
Best-
please be a bad movie. Please be a bad movie.
This is the best part of every episode.
Yeah.
Not the actual podcast
Please
itself.
be a bad movie. Oh my god, we need a bad movie. Please be a bad movie. Oh my god.
Fuck!
Oh, it's a bad movie. I knew it. Steven's left the room. He's so mad. He bumped his... Oh my god, are you okay?
Oh, Sidney, what's wrong with your house?
Oh my god.
Oh, that was real.
What a horrible night for Steven. Are you okay?
I'm gonna have fucking brain damage.
We can put some frozen peas on that.
I might need it. Ow, that hit it.
I have some frozen peas in the freezer. I'm gonna... Alright. For the next episode, we will be covering... Deadpool 2. I Do Not Care If We Go Down in History as Barbarians. And Hotel Transylvania 3, Summer Vacation. Alright. Let's go, yeah.
Oh, my head hurts.
This is the one Adam Sandler movie this year.
Oh,
This is your chance, Stephen.
no. Alright, switch.
Alright. Okay.
Alright, goodbye. I'm gonna put some peas in my head.
Thank you all for listening. All 3 of you. We love your support.
Woo-hoo.
Our next episode is guaranteed to be our best one yet. Hotel Transylvania 3 Summer Vacation. Thank you and good night.
1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2.